Let's go down trackside for the invocation.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello and welcome to JB Motorsports coverage of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. 7 Cup drivers with us tonight, and it is, well, very Cup Series heavy, and here to talk through it is Matthew Owens, who is absolutely delighted to have 7 Cup drivers here, and the little Al one. Of course, Jack is here with us as well. Matthew, starting with you, looking forward to this one, 250 laps of Bristol.
Well, the rolling hills of eastern Tennessee and the mountains, and what a setting here in Bristol. Glad to be back in Bristol, and hello to you, JT. And we are ready to go at the world's fastest half mile. It should be an interesting show tonight, and it's going to be a really fun weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get to Jack, let's learn more about Bristol Motor Speedway.
Short track has steep banking that holds the trucks to the track as they navigate the corners. It's a progressive banking with 24 degrees at the bottom of the track and 28 degrees around the top. This allows for multiple lanes for the drivers to choose from as the race progresses and the slower traffic becomes more prominent. Racing this track is both physically and mentally taxing. Not only do drivers need to focus on hitting every corner in the correct lane to maximize speed and efficiency, the constant cornering and G-force loads put on the driver and the truck mean there is no rest, no time to take a break except under a caution. Contact between trucks will happen often, as being so close together almost invites you to use your bumper to move a competitor out of the groove. Tempers can flare, patience can wear thin, and action rises as the laps wind down. Who will conquer the Coliseum? What gladiator will race to the front and seize their moment? Let's watch and see.
Absolutely. Let's watch and see indeed. And Jack, looking forward to this one.
Well, welcome to the NASCAR Truck Series, I'm going to call it this time. Considering we have about 7 bushwhackers, plus Corey Heim in the field. At this point, considering how good he is, I feel he counts anyway. Looking forward to tonight. It's going to be a good race to decide who the best truck driver is.
Yeah, absolutely as well. And it is another one of these. It's another JT produced broadcast, and it's another one where JT's headset does not want to play ball. The joys of being able to use a handheld microphone instead of the microphone which your headphone is on. And also, if you are watching the Fun Cup series, you will remember we had some camera lagging issues. I don't know what's happened, but it's also come over to the NASCAR side. So it's Matthew. Do you think it's because I'm watching 4 live streams on another screen?
Well, it could be. Yeah.
It could be that a very distracted broadcast you will have today, but do not worry. We will focus on the racing, because that is what we are here to do. Just a small matter of the Artemis 2 splashdown in around 29 minutes time, but let's go back down trackside for some interviews before we get going with the command?
I just went back and looked at what I could have done differently. There was definitely a couple of times when I've got the Corey, I should have just went to the bottom and went underneath them inside drafting them down the front that last lap for sure. But yeah, I just needed to recognize how big the run I actually had. When I realized I'd taken the run to the top, I was just hoping for dear life I could have got through the middle there. But yeah, it's still overall really good weekend. We had really good points. Even though we didn't win the race, it was still a really good weekend for us and us as an organization. But yeah, I think we have a really good truck tonight to see if we can get our first one and hopefully be in the winning position this time and be able to fend them all off.
We saw the tweet that you would shotgun a beer in the stands with the fans if you get that win. What's it going to take to get that done?
Man, just be up front all night, man. Just keeping 250 laps. You know, we're going to have pit cycles and strategy is going to change, right? So if we can get out front in the first stage and try to win both those stages and come in and pit, maybe on the same cycle as everybody else, we can still be on the front row. But if not, we'll still, if we can, I think we have a good enough truck to pass them if we're off sequence or anything like that. So yeah, it's just going to take being up front all night and just capitalizing on lap traffic and getting through there is really crucial. So that's going to change up a lot.
Thanks and good luck tonight, kid.
So, we are moments away from the command here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Tennessee Army National Guard 250. And, well, there's the tweet, Caden Honeycutt. I will literally go in the stands and shotgun a beer with the fans when it happens and take a group photo. Bookmark this. That was sent on April 4th. It's now April 11th. A week later.
It as we speak.
Indeed. Let's go. Trackside for the most famous words in motorsport. It's time for the command.
Bristol Motor Speedway, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Director of Joint Staff for the Tennessee Army National Guard, Brigadier General Mark Tyndall.
Ladies and gentlemen, God bless the United States military. God bless America. And drivers, start your engines!
My God.
Matthew, thoughts on that command? I heard you perk up.
Don't make me give me thoughts on that command. No, please. I'm good. Thank you very much.
Well, good news, people. I press this button, which doesn't work. Incredible scenes. I press this button. We have a live camera for this broadcast. Look at that. It's not gone on properly, which means I need to press a couple more buttons. This is incredible broadcasting. There we go. We have a live broadcast camera, and what I have just realised is that the Discord guys aren't on this scene, which has now been done. Temperature's 72 Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. Wind is a west-southwest direction, 6 miles per hour, 10 kilometers per hour. Conditions sunny, and we have 32% humidity. As the trucks on pit road are about to get rolling for the Tennessee Army National Guard 250 here at Bristol. And of course we have the O'Reilly tomorrow night, and then the Cup Series tonight, if you want to count the 7. It's 10 laps before we get going, and I've just seen one of the crew members, the NASCAR officials have to hold up how many laps before and he was holding up 10 fingers and had both of his hands up in the air, and one of the team members came on and gave him a double high five, and the NASCAR official trying to keep it together, but he was unable to. But yes, the Cup Series, of course, Sunday afternoon. As the trucks roll off the grid, we will get ready to give you the grid. But first, Matthew, as the trucks run off, we mentioned it right at the start. There's a lot of Cup Series drivers today, and I know you absolutely love it.
7 Cup Series drivers in the field tonight, all trying to almost team up and deny Corey Heim of $500,000. Heim, of course, the winner of the first 2 races of the Triple Truck Challenge, including last Friday in Rockingham, North Carolina. So with a win tonight, Heim would claim the $500,000 prize. He won the first race of the challenge, a thriller at Darlington, thriller at Rockingham last week. Now we stay in the Southeast and come to another one of the quote-unquote legacy tracks in Bristol, where Heim, the reigning series champion, will go for a big check. Of course, he has been a big topic of conversation this week about should he be given a waiver to run for the championship in this truck series. He is tied with Caden Honeycutt for the championship lead coming into this race, despite missing 2 races at the start of the season. Heim is technically the point leader because he has the tiebreaker on wins. He is, of course, in the mix tonight with those 7 Cup drivers as well.
Yeah, of course. And just quickly, while we're on the topic of Cup drivers, Matthew, Alex Bowman is back this weekend, and we will see him Sunday afternoon in the NASCAR Cup Series. Good to hear.
Yep, very good to hear for Bowman, who will return into that 48 car on Sunday.
Indeed. Let's go through your starting lineup for the NASCAR Craftsman truck with many Cup drivers. Tennessee Army National Guard 250. 250 laps ahead of us, and it is Caden Honeycutt and Christian Eckes at row 1. Lane Riggs and Chase Briscoe, row 2. Jake Garcia and Ty Majeski, row 3. Carson Hostvar in 7th place in the 77 truck. Will he be lucky today? And Carl Busch, row 4. Ben Rhodes and Giovanni Ruggiero, row 5. Ross Chastain and Corey Heim, row 6. Stuart Friesen and Justin Haley, row 7. Row 8, Christopher Bell and Chandler Smith. Row 9, Cole Butcher and Grant Empfinger. Corey LaJoy and Tyler Ankrum, row 10. Row 11, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Tanner Gray. Row 12, Daniel Hemrick and Tyler Reif. Row 13 is Chris Wright and Minnie Tyrell. Row 14, Andreas Perez de Lara and Brendan Queen. Carson Ferguson and Luke Baldwin. Row 15, Frankie Muniz in a special Malcolm in the Middle truck today alongside Clayton Green. That's row 16. Row 17 is Spencer Boyd and Dawson Sutton. And row 18 is Timmy Hill and Daniel Suarez, who Jack was very lucky to get in the field today, wasn't he? Because if a driver didn't withdraw, then he would have been out.
Yep, that driver being Caleb Costner, of all people, who withdrew from the race, I think on Thursday. I wasn't checking the entry list, but I checked today and I saw that he'd withdrawn, so I was like, okay, well, yeah, Suarez had to have a steering box, I think it was, replaced.
Yes.
And he wasn't able to set a time, so therefore, he would have been lucky to make the field. Well, he wouldn't have made the field, to be honest. But Suarez, I think it's got to be his first truck race in at least 5 years, so good to see him back in the truck field.
Yeah, and of course, worth to mention that Dawson Sutton, Timmy Hill, Daniel Suarez, your last 3 cars on the field, they are going to the rear, but they are already at the rear. That's for repairs and steering boxes and engine changes, as we have just mentioned with Daniel Suarez with that steering issue. Cars have just completed their pit speed check. Let's go down to the pits and Josh Sims.
Up, guys, that is Christopher Bell making his second start of the season in that 62 truck. Now, I talked to him earlier today, and he said during the off week, when the Cup guys were off, he stayed back, didn't go on vacation, had a chance to study the truck race, was in constant contact with his teammate tonight, Stuart Friesen, to be all in on helping this team get better. Well, they weren't as good as he expected in practice, qualified 15th, but remember, he's won here in the O'Reilly Series, he's won here in the Cup Series last fall, looking at a truck win here tonight, Jamie.
Thank you, Josh. All right, Austin, how about our Craftsman track description?
Well, the best way I describe this track is the best piece of concrete in all of the state of Tennessee. I love this racetrack. It's high banks, and there's going to be a lot of migration. We'll be watching that dark black traction compound on the bottom as well.
Let's go for a couple of 150 laps. What do you say, Austin? We've got a couple of stages, 65 laps in length each, 120 to the checker. We don't care about the fuel window. We're going to just race these boys toe-to-toe with fresh tires at the end of that second stage, I predict.
Well, we've all mentioned what a beautiful day, what a beautiful evening it is. About 70 degrees.
Absolutely, and we are coming to the green for the Tennessee Army National Guard 250. I love that the live camera you see is relatively synced up with our TV pictures. They're coming in towards turn 3 now on our TV pictures, exiting turn 4 on the live camera. Pace car will head down to pit road and we will get this race underway. Green flag in the air and the truck race here at Bristol is underway. Good start for Honeycutt down in towards turn 1 and has already created a lead against second place car of Eckers. Riggs and Briscoe side by side. Briscoe around the outside for third. We won't stay on this camera angle for long as we know that you want to see the cars in all of its glory. So on lap 2, back to the full screen as we are side by side with Kyle Busch and Giovanni Ruggiero Matthew as we come across the line to start lap 3.
Busch with a big slide last time out of turn 2, backpedals a couple of positions. Ben Rhodes fills up his rear view mirrors as up towards the front in turns 3 and 4. Christian Eckes will take a dive to the inside of Caden Honeycutt, and Eckes goes to the lead for the first time. All of these trucks on the opening laps here, single file right around the bottom in that PJ1 traction compound, but it's Eckes away with the lead in that McAnally Hilgeman Racing Chevrolet. Honeycutt, the pole sitter, slides back to second. Chase Briscoe third. Lane Riggs, most recent Bristol winner in the Truck Series, runs fourth, and Ty Majeski rounds out the top 5.
Echo still got a good 2-3 truck lead out in front. Honeycutt dropped down to second. Briscoe still in third, as you mentioned, looking further back for Giro, keeping his place up with Kyle Busch, and Rhodes now trying to get past Kyle Busch as he dropped back, and there's Majeski getting all out of shape, and he will drop down 2 places, Jack.
Yeah, Majeski looked like he got a little bit loose there off the corner. I'm not sure what happened. But Eckes, one of the better drivers here at Bristol, and he's not had the start to the year he wanted, in my opinion. He's been struggling a bit, but so it's nice to see him getting back to here as Kyle Busch gives a little bit of a nudge to Majeski, and then Rhodes tries to get to the inside. Kyle Busch blocks him off. Just behind them, Corey Heim, who we've become all too accustomed to seeing in victory lane. Cole Butcher, as you can see, Ankrum nearly tags Chandler Smith, and Lane Riggs has made the move. Lane Riggs ahead of Chase Briscoe, clear. And now to the inside goes Jake Garcia. I had to remember that it wasn't Majeski in the 98 still.
Yeah, Garcia down the inside of Briscoe, and he gets that position, but Briscoe stays in the slipstream. Looked momentarily to go up the inside, but now has to move up to the outside line because here comes Hosafar nudging his way through. And Hosafar will go down the inside line of Briscoe. This is battle for 5th as he comes up in towards turn 1, and they'll head towards you now on the camera. Heads down in towards turn 3, and Hosafar just got his nose ahead, and now here comes the Giro, Matthew.
Hocevar makes that pass on Briscoe, couple of the Cup Series drivers in this field, but at the front it is Christian Eckes trying to tiptoe away from the field. He's got about a 1-second lead. Former Bristol winner here in the Truck Series was Eckes. He won this race in the spring of 2024, and that blue fading to white, number 91, shoots to the front of the field here at the start. A lot of former Bristol winners here in the Truck Series at the front. Eckes, as I mentioned, the winner here 2 years ago. Riggs is twice a winner in the Truck Series at Bristol, including most recently last fall. You have, of course, Corey Heim, who everyone's been talking about. He's a former Bristol winner here in the truck, so too is Tom
Trouble, turn
Majeski.
4.
In the top 10. And yes, we do have a spinner in turn 4. It's Andres Perez de Lara in the 44. He's gone for a spin on the exit of turn 4. He slides up, and everyone's been able to miss the Telcel sponsored number 44. Caution is out.
The wonder of the live cam. You get to see it there and then, and before even the TV pictures on the international feed. Look at that. As he will drop down the order. Unlucky for Andres Perez de Lara, but he will drop down and under caution for the first time today. And, well, now let's get ready to spend multiple laps under caution. Here is a replay, Matthew. Talk us through it.
Oh, did he lose it or did he get tapped from behind is the question. Chris Wright.
Like he lost it.
Chris Wright was the truck behind him, and we know he's not
Okay,
afraid
he definitely got spun.
to tap people around, yes. Anyway.
And we've got a live animation right now on the screen that I'm showing. Matthew, of the Artemis capsule on fire. Incredible scene.
Oh.
That is, of course, planned because it's going through re-entry. But anyway. Under caution. There's, of course, Formula Drift is at Long Beach this weekend. They're qualifying at the moment. But back here at Bristol, where we have just had some drifting by Perez de Lara, if you are just joining us. Under caution for a spin off of turn 4. We're working lap 18 of 250, 18 of 65 in stage 1. Go on, Matthew.
Actually, Chris Wright, well, he didn't turn him around, but Andres Perez de Lara going into turn 3 just tried to wedge his way inside of Wright on the entry to 3. Wright coming down to make the corner, and side-to-side contact sent the 44 truck around. JBMotorsports entry for Andres Perez de Lara, and a single truck spin putting us under caution here early, but yeah, that would have been, I think there's blame to go around there, but that actually might be the fault of Andres Perez there, because he...
Have you got the clip?
He's, yes, so I've gone back on the whatever we're calling this feed. What are we calling this feed, JT?
This is the Earth Cam feed.
Oh, the Earth Cam. So I've gone back. And, yes, he's just tried to wedge his way in where he probably shouldn't have been. It looked like he put the left side tires on the apron to try to get around, and, well, that won't work here.
It indeed will not. As the joys of Bristol, spending hundreds of laps under caution for a minor incident.
Laps do go by quickly here. We've already run 20. We're on lap 20, that is. But yes, it does go by very, very quickly here.
Indeed.
Beautiful night in eastern Tennessee. And tens of people have come out to watch the race tonight, it would seem.
Yes, a very, very packed, sold out Bristol Motor Speedway, Matthew.
Yes, indeed.
Now,
you know, there is there's a couple of racetracks, and Atlanta certainly being one. They get the idea of Truck O'Reilly doubleheaders on Saturday. Give the fans a heck of a ticket.
Hold on a minute. Why is Jesse Cole in South Carolina? He's meant to be in North Carolina tomorrow.
Who?
The owner of Banana Ball.
Oh.
What on earth's Banana Ball? Sounds amazing.
It's baseball, but with a banana.
That sounds like the greatest sport I've ever
It is
heard.
not. That is not accurate. That is not accurate whatsoever, JT. You are lying.
Send me
My
this, because I need to watch this.
We are
I think I'm showing my screen with it in the top left corner.
We are
There you go.
getting doubled up for the restart.
Thank
It
goodness.
is not baseball with a banana. Oh my goodness.
But yes, Jesse Cole is meant to be at Chapel Hill tomorrow. And because there's no game on today, I'm assuming that he's gone down to South Carolina. Anyway, I'm going to press this camera. In fact, I'm not going to press the camera screen. You can watch the restart in full screen with the pictures. We are coming to the restart. We will be starting on lap 23 of 250. Lap 23 of 65 laps this first stage, and I'm assuming that stage 2 is 65 laps and the third stage is 120. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Incredible guess by JT. That is what NASCAR experience does to you. Into the restart zone, and it's a good restart, and the green flag is out, and Ekes straight to the lead and already done a 1 or 2 truck advantage. Second and third side by side. We were only under caution for 6 laps, by the way. In towards turn 3, Ekes is pulled away. So has the 34 of Riggs, and Honeycutt's dropped down to 4th, but is currently up the inside of Briscoe for 3rd, side by side. Briscoe has just got the nose ahead, Matthew.
Going to try to work in that second groove, but here at the start, we've come to learn over the past years when we apply the PJ1 traction compound, that's not where you want to be at the start, is the top. But Briscoe's trying to work it in, but Honeycutt's going to come out of turn number 2, sharply elbow his way past Briscoe. Honeycutt moves to 3rd. Briscoe climbs the banking in turns 3 and 4. Jake Garcia will slip down his inside, and Chris Wright has been penalized for a restart violation. This man right here never fails to exceed expectations. Garcia gets by Briscoe, who will now face pressure from another ThorSport Racing Ford in Ben Rhodes. I'm not even sure where Chris Wright is on this. Oh, well, he's 3 wide across the line. You know what? That's never worked outside of the Indianapolis 500. You cannot do it here.
Chris,
So, yeah, Chris,
how many restarts have you done in your career?
well, he's caused a lot with all the yellows that he's created.
That's a good point, actually.
Of course, Chris, right, depending on who you speak to, the moving chicane of NASCAR.
Crash right.
Yes, and you can get your bingo cards out for an Indianapolis 500 mentioned by the Oracle himself, who is the 7 of Kyle Busch and the 5 of Briscoe. 2 Cup drivers going at it once again. Has just got Ross Chastain behind, actually, so make that 3. And that'll be Chastain to the inside and into the top 10. That'll be Kyle Busch down to 11th.
Oh. I'm just going to get to the inside of Haley.
This is for 9th and 10th, sorry, correction. So that's Chastain up to 9th, Kyle Busch down to 10th. It's the 16 battling for 10th.
And Justin Haley in that 16 just got passed by Corey Heim. Now Haley up off the bottom. He's got company to his left elbow in Ty Majeski in that neon yellow 88 truck that, of course, Matt Crafton ran for so many years. But Heim on the climb up. Heim on the climb. And he is up into the 11th position after making the pass on that number 16 Colleague Ram driven by Justin Haley.
You could say, Heim on the climb, right on time.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, you are spitting bars and
Eminem
dropping...
could never.
Yeah, dropping dimes with Corey Heim. Yes, indeed.
Whose idea... Hold on, radio.
Have a look at it, tighten it up. I don't know, not really. Just don't want to go a lap down, you know, if I can't go anywhere when I'm back there.
Whose idea was it to put you two together?
I don't know. I'm always on the climb and enjoy calling races of Corey Heims. And it is a good time to drop a dime. But you know what I won't act as? a mime. Christian Eckes
Stop
leads
it,
by
just
1
stop.
second on Lane Riggs as we're past the midway point of stage 1. Eckes, Riggs, Honeycutt, Garcia, Rhodes, the top 5. We continue to watch Justin Haley. Oh, no, we don't. As I say that, Fox moves away from it. That's perfect timing. Instead, Eckes is caught up with lap traffic for the first time tonight. That is Chris Wright, who he will run up on first. Gets right underneath the spoiler of the Pennsylvania's driver number 81 car. Truck, that is. And Eckes trying to go wide in turn 1, and Wright blocks him off. What are you doing, son? The leader is faster. You're already 2 laps down. There you go, Christian. Give him a punt. Give him another. He's still
Spin
not
him
moving
out.
away. Lane Riggs is closing. Eckes is going to get impatient, and he's wedged his way to the inside of Chris Wright in turn 1. And what
And
an
a great eat your heart out right there. Goodness me, what was Wright doing?
No one knows. Now, Lane Riggs filling up the rearview mirror of Eckes after all of that, JT, as the leaders will harpoon their way around the Clayton Green automobile. That's the Badass Workbench. 22 tonight for the Rayum Brothers team.
I've got one word for that, Matthew, and you'll know what word that'll be. America.
Yeah, huh.
Yeah. Incredible scenes. Here's the battle for the lead, and we cut away from it. Here's a replay, Matthew.
Well, I mean, it took Christian longer than it would take most to put the bumper to the back of Chris Wright, who's always wrong, and was in the wrong there as well. Bum Hurdle on YouTube says, your rhymes are crimes. And we have started something on this Thursday night.
You have definitely started something, and...
No, not Thursday night, Friday night.
Indeed.
I don't know. I don't know what night it is.
I would like to have a caution in the next minute, please, because that's when Artemis 2 is splashing down. But NASCAR, do what you wish.
Chris.
Yeah, where's Chris when you need him?
20 laps to go in stage 1.
Well, Lane Riggs having bridged the gap to the 91 of Christian Eckes after being held up by Chris Wright. Now Lane is just stalking Eckes here, separated by just 2 truck lengths as they race down the 650-foot-long back straightaway and go into turns 3 and 4. Already 4 trucks have fallen off the lead lap. We mentioned Chris Wright along with Andres Perez de Lara, who brought out the first caution. Also, you have Clayton Green and Spencer Boyd that have gone a lap down, and the next truck to go a lap down will be one of the Colleague Rams, Carson Ferguson, in truck number 25.
Continuing round, now on lap 48 of the Tennessee 250. As Eckes and Riggs, the battle is still going on. As we jump on board with Carson Ferguson, the car about to be lapped by leader Eckes, and Riggs just behind. Honeycutt 3/10 behind Riggs there as well. Down in towards turn 1. It's all single file at the moment. As we head now down towards turns 3 and 4, and you see them on your camera.
Flash down, by the way.
Yes. 15 laps to go in stage 1.
Eckes, my goodness, he's got left side tires painted on the yellow line down at the bottom of the banking through the corners. That's where everyone's running here so far. Upper groove has not rubbered in quite yet, so we've got the old school conveyor belt kind of racing here at the start. As Eckes still trapped in behind Ferguson in that 25, and that has brought Caden Honeycutt to the lead duo here. So Honeycutt and Garcia, in fact, have closed up on Riggs and Eckes, and now Riggs starting to get a bit impatient. Eckes will, in turn, come off of turn 2. He'll dive to the inside of Ferguson. Ferguson drifts up the 28 degrees of banking in 3 and 4. He'll allow at least the first 2 leaders to go through, and Eckes and Riggs. Now Honeycutt will shoehorn his way out down to the inside. As now the leaders will look to get around the Clayton Green truck for a second time.
Update, by the way, Clayton Green has been posted for failing to make minimum speed.
Well, you could see why.
One chance to bring it up.
I mean, he's just been lapped twice in the last 15 laps. There's Lane Riggs up the banking in 3 and 4. He's going to try to rubber in that upper groove. Gets a good run off of turn 4, JT, and he will put the crosshairs on the back of the 91 of Christian Eckes, as those two have Frankie Muniz in their eyesight. Life still isn't fair for Frankie. He's about to go a lap down.
It is not indeed, and at this moment I realise that all of my live streams were like 2 minutes behind, so I missed a splashdown. Incredible scenes. Welcome back, Artemis 2. Nonetheless, Eckes still leads by 3/10. Riggs, Honeycutt, Garcia, Rhodes rounds out your top 5, with Hostvar, Ruggiero, Briscoe, Ross Chastain and Kyle Busch rounds out the top 10. As right round the outside goes Rhodes on Garcia. Takes a whole lot more speed through the corner, unable to do it at the moment. As here is Kyle Busch, currently in the 10th place, trying to get past Ross Chastain, fellow NASCAR Cup Series driver, in front, Matthew.
Kyle Busch, a 5-time Truck Series winner at Bristol. And that blue and white HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. That upper groove is starting to get rubbered in a little bit. Right here towards the end of the stage, we're starting to see more and more trucks venture up there. Speaking of one of those trucks, Caden Honeycutt loads up a run off the top of turn 4. He's going to get alongside Lane Riggs. This is for second, but Honeycutt overshoots it going into 1. 2 ThorSport Fords right to his inside. Honeycutt cuts down across the nose of the 99 of Rhodes, who now in 3 and 4 gets stuck in behind the Muniz truck, and this is chaos going on here from third on back.
And indeed, Malcolm was in the middle there, Matthew.
Well, he was. And he goes a lap down. He'll try to hold on and get the free pass when the caution comes out in 3 laps' time. At the front, it's still Eckes holding on to a tenuous lead of 1 truck length on the bright yellow 34 of Lane Riggs. Caden Honeycutt is a truck length back of him in 3rd, and the top 3 soar out of turn 4. Across the line, 2 laps to go in stage number 1. Eckes, a former Bristol winner, took the lead from the pole sitter Honeycutt very quickly off the start. Now he's looking for a stage victory here, JT. Here he comes off turn 4. Last lap of stage 1 is underway.
And he will head in towards turn 1 and turn 2. Matthew will have the start of stage 2 and the end of stage 2 as coming up towards the line. Eckes will take the green and white checkered and will win stage 1 here at Bristol. For the Tennessee Army National Guard 250, caution is out for the stage break. Matthew, thoughts on that stage?
That's a strong performance from Christian Eckes to grab the lead as quickly as he did. Then he held the lead. He also held his cool under fire with some lap traffic. And Christian Eckes for McAnally Hilgeman Racing looks like a threat to win tonight. As mentioned, he did win here at Bristol in the trucks just a couple of years ago in the spring race here when he was running for, in the Napa, number 19 for the McAnally Hilgeman team. He outdueled Kyle Busch that night, trying to outduel a bunch of Cup Series guys tonight.
Indeed. Now, Matthew, when I was made aware that all 30 NBA teams were playing tonight, you made me confused on why you weren't covering any. Why are you here not watching an orange ball being bounced on a court?
Well, I can't. I agreed to this a week ago, so I am not one to bat down for what I agreed to be on.
Indeed, I don't know what's happening on the banana ball. I've got 2 people wearing spacesuits. What kind of Artemis 2 relation?
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Do we want to talk about this now with Jack? Now that we have a yellow, banana ball here, Jack. It's. They're claiming the best way I can describe it. I have no idea if you know who the Harlem Globetrotters are or were.
I know the name.
But they are the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. They play baseball games, and then a circus breaks out, as you can see top left of your screen. What the hell is going on? No one knows. Runs don't really matter like in a normal baseball game because you get points, and then you have trick plays, and you have all this just
I'm gonna
stuff.
do some research into this because it sounds like it's too difficult for you to explain to me.
Well, it's too difficult for my mind to even fathom.
The American mind cannot comprehend this. Oh wait,
I don't know
it
what
is
goes
America.
on in there. And here's Vinny Santasiero for the Indianapolis Clowns with an ERA of 21. How do you have an ERA of 21? Now see, look at this. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning.
We had Jackie Bradley Jr. did a triple earlier on, Matthew.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got runs and points. You got a clock. That's very anti-baseball. You just have a lot going on. This isn't even the bananas. This is the coconuts. Oh, and he got handcuffed on that swing. And if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out.
I like that. Bring that into real baseball, please.
Oh.
I'm serious.
Don't bring that into real baseball.
No, actually, it can only be an out if it's a fan of the fielding team. There you go.
What have I started? Anyway.
I mean, if we're talking about rule changes, there's so many rules in sports I'd change, seriously. Well, first thing I'd do is get rid of stage cautions in NASCAR, but first thing I'd do is that. Second thing I'd do, in football, we're going to call it football, okay? Player who's fouled for a penalty has to take it.
Yes! Yes!
I want that.
Yes, absolutely. That's how it is in hockey.
For any other reason other than it would be entertaining.
That's how it is in hockey.
And basketball.
There's a pit. Well, and that, yes, and indeed. Yes, I've never liked that, Joe Slobotnik could be the one pulled down in the penalty area, but Cristiano Ronaldo's the one that gets to take the penalty. You kidding me? No. I say send Slobotnik to the
I also
spot.
think it takes skill to win a penalty.
It does.
You've got to make the defender challenge for it.
No, and see.
Although, given how Hampton performed in a few seasons ago, realistically, it wouldn't have made a difference. Considering I think we won like 16 penalties, we scored 3 of them.
And see, also in football, I think offside needs to have the hockey rule. Whether right now in football,
No,
it's
hard disagree.
If any part
Here
of
we
your
go.
body is offside, you are deemed offside. I would
Correct,
rather
as it
if
should be.
any part of your body is onside, you are deemed onside.
Prepare for there to be less goals. That's all I tell you.
That's fine. That's fine. No one needs 5
More
to 4.
goals is better.
No, it's not. More points is not always better. More points is not always.
I'm
NBA
saying this as a football fan,
159 to
Matthew.
140.
Matthew, how you see more points scored in any other sport other than football?
I don't even know what is happening right now. I am just letting you two go.
Scoring should be difficult.
I agree. That's why, bro. I've been to like 3 0-0s this season.
And that's fine. You walked away with a hard.
To be fair, how much of that was the teams being terrible or not? I have no idea.
That's also a good point.
One of them was a Hampton game, so yeah, it was probably us being terrible.
I just, I deal with this. I deal with this all the time, particularly in football and basketball.
But they are trialing your whole, what they're calling it, the daylight law, by the way. They are trialing it in Canada right now.
Well, see, look at Canada.
And so far, we've not seen any difference, to be honest. Because the only 2 goals scored so far have been from a corner and a penalty.
So we just got done with March Madness, and everybody out there is whining and complaining about the national championship game because it was played in the 60s and it was too ugly and there wasn't enough scoring. Like, shut up! Shut up!
Who cares?
Stop talking! It was
Matthew?
great defense. It was unbelievable defense from UConn and Michigan, but people just have to bitch about everything.
I am still disappointed that I have not seen your one shining moment yet.
By the way, off topic. Well, on topic actually for the race. Clayton Green got a speeding penalty whilst coming down pit road.
Oh, wow.
That is
So clearly he can't be that under minimum speed.
That's the only time that he'll be speeding today.
Grant Enfinger is apparently having.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
There we
In
go.
the comments section, the guy that commits the penalty should have to be the goaltender for the penalty kick.
I actually like that. Bring it in. Come on.
Well, I think the person that commits the penalty to create the penalty, actually, they should just come to the middle of the field and fight to the death. How about we just do that?
Or we can do MLS penalty. No, I'm joking. Don't.
Oh God, no!
No.
For God's sake. Oh,
We're
what
not
a
doing
horrible
MLS penalties.
idea.
Absolutely not.
What a horrible thing that was. Actually,
And we're
just
not
what a
bringing
horrible
golden goal back either.
What a horrible thing in general, Major League Soccer. God Almighty.
Agreed. Apart from Son, he's amazing.
That was coming from a Tottenham fan, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the one little bit of positivity I have left. And hopefully Arsenal losing tomorrow.
Understood.
I'm sorry, but this season's a write-off. Let's just focus on hating Arsenal instead. I'm sure the whole football world can join me in that sentiment.
Nice comment here. Major League Badminton is where it's at. Yes, indeed.
I used to be so good at badminton as well.
You have to love the badminton. It's just terrific. So am I reading this correctly? This is Monet Davis coming in and pitching for the Clowns. Yes, it is. That makes me feel very old that she is as old as she is now. I remember her when she broke on the scene at the Little League World Series.
I think.
It's unbelievable.
No, we are not choosing. Why are we wasting so many laps under caution?
Welcome to Bristol.
Have 4 laps under cautions, Jack.
Why are we wasting so many laps under caution, lads?
Because the dozens of fans that came here tonight want to see yellow flag laps, not green flag laps. You imbecile.
I wanted to see some commercials, thank you very much.
Oh, God.
Just embarrassing.
How could you be so dumb, Jack, to not know that we need more yellow flag laps?
This is an absolute car crash of a broadcast, and I love it.
I've got energy, man.
I do not know how and why 263 people are watching this. Hello, everyone.
Red flags is where it's at. I agree.
Oh, well, of course.
Just watch a Cars Tour race at Wake County. You'll get many of those.
Oh, we're going through the choose.
Yay!
Thank Christ.
We're going to have a 52 lap stage 2. Row 1.
That was a late choose.
Inside Riggs, outside Ekes. Row 2, inside Rhodes, outside Honeycutt. Row 3, inside Ruggiero, outside Garcia. Row 4, inside Briscoe, outside Smith. Row 5, inside Haley, outside Majeski. Row 6, inside Tanner Gray, outside Hostfar. Row 7, inside Hill, outside Chastain. Row 8, inside Bush, outside Hine. Row 9, inside Bell, outside Ankrum. And row 10, inside Friesen, outside Tyler Reeve. Thank you, NASCAR. Thank you, Fox, for actually leaving it on the screen so I could read it out in full.
When did Timmy Hill get there?
I do not know.
It's Timmy Hill.
Matthew, take it away.
Our friend
it's
in here
time to guess the time to drop the hammer.
Here's the pace car onto pit road, and Christian Eckes, the stage 1 winner, takes the green flag, and we're back underway in Bristol, Tennessee. Eckes gets a good jump off the outside of row 1, dives across the nose of Lane Riggs on the approach to the corner. They are 2 and 3 wide. Further back, Carson Hocevar narrowly escapes turn 2 without making contact with Ross Chastain. Eckes across the line. He's got a trunk full of Lane Riggs, who fills up his rear view mirrors in second. 3 wide further back. Speaking of Timmy Hill, he is backsliding as trucks go around him left, right, and center. Wild restart. 3 wide. Further up is around the outside goes Ty Majeski to make a couple of passes. Corey Heim dives to the inside to get in front of Carson Hocevar, and further towards the front, the duel is on for third. Ben Rhodes to the inside of Caden Honeycutt, who climbs the banking in 3 and 4. Rhodes moves up to third. Clean restart. It was a wild restart, Jack, but it is a clean one.
Yeah, Chastain getting very aggressive there on that restart. As you can see, he is lane race starting to try and get round Eckes. But Carson Hocevar and Corey Heim next to each other. 2 very good friends there.
Well,
yeah. Still, to my understanding, Heim still hates Hocevar years later.
Christian Eckes brings the field off of turn 4, leads another lap. We're already down to 47 laps to go in stage number 2, and Eckes has led all but 2 laps in this race. Lane Riggs continues to pour on the pressure. Further back at third, Ben Rhodes really swings it wide in the corner as they continue to try to get a second or even a third groove rubbered up. They haven't quite done it, but they seem to be getting closer and closer. Rhodes running in third. He's started to splinter away from Caden Honeycutt just a bit in fourth. Gio Ruggiero in fifth on this night with 7 Cup Series drivers in the field. None of them are in the top 5 as we are in the middle portions of this race.
You know who the better drivers are now?
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Tell you tell
them.
All right, so basically what I'm saying is we need to get Ben Rhodes to the Cup Series right now. No. No.
Well,
2-time truck champion, but nah.
Yeah.
I don't have much else positive to say about Ben Rhodes. Other than that he gets very funny when he's drunk.
Ty Majeski in that, well, most people are. Ty Majeski in that neon yellow number 88 pinned around the bottom just in front of Corey Heim as they swing up out of turn 4, flash across the line. This is at 9th and 10th positions. Heim, of course, trying to win the Triple Truck Challenge and sweep those races and get $500,000 at night's end, but has some work to do. Started 13th, currently runs 10th.
On board. On board with Heim. It is insane behind the scenes right now, believe it or not.
No.
Yes.
You're kidding. Would have never imagined that. Anyway, Carson Ferguson, by the way, did not get the free pass at the last yellow. That was at the stage yellow. That was Frankie Muniz. Kyle Busch mired in traffic at 18th. In fact, Christopher Bell is as well in 16th. And wow, one truck goes sliding through turns 3 and 4. That was Luke Baldwin, who looks like he has some sheet metal damage on the left rear tire. He does. Some sheet metal has been wrinkled up, and that left rear tire is contacting the sheet metal here, Jack, and Baldwin's having a tough time hanging on to that royal blue number 2.
Now 37 laps to go. See, I can pick it up after another commentator finishes. Look at that. Wow, it's smoking down on the apex of 3 and 4, just through there with that sheet metal damage. You can see it a little bit more clearly there on the 2 truck, Matthew.
Yeah, that's a shame for Luke, driving for the Rayoum Brothers team. That is the Ford Racing sponsor truck, and you'd be stunned to know that Ford Racing sponsors a Ford. It's not the Ford Racing Toyota, is it? That would be weird.
It is weird to see Hendrick cars sponsoring a Toyota in lake models, though. Keelan Harvick. Every single time I see it, it's a Hendrick car sponsor, but it's on a Toyota. It's the most cursed thing I have ever seen.
Well, that would be a bit strange.
Also, you got the team name wrong. It is not Rayoum. Well, it's actually, I found it's actually pronounced Rum, apparently.
Well, yeah, team. Well, now I've always heard it Rayoum, but you know that doesn't mean I'm right. But
I'm gonna, it's Team Rum apparently.
Team Rum, yes.
Now,
whatever name change they had, it didn't exactly affect
I've
them.
got it up here, and looking at that, I would pronounce that Ream. but we shall see.
You got
I do
3
not
different
know.
pronunciations. Josh, if you are watching, please call in and please tell us how to pronounce
He
your
is
name.
asleep.
Not that Josh. Different. The guy who owns the team.
Meanwhile, we could have a change for the lead here, as right at the start-finish line, Lane Riggs was sneaking a peek to drivers right on Eckes. Eckes shut the door hard on him. They race down the back straightaway. These two tied very close together, and Eckes will take it up the banking in 3 and 4. Riggs keeps pounding away at the bottom. They'll go side by side at the start-finish line, and Fox says, well, who needs to see that? As Riggs gives him a bit of a bump in turn 1, but Eckes holds on to the lead. Ben Rhodes in third is closed up in on the lead too, as Eckes this time will wrap the bottom through 3 and 4, come across the line, lead another lap. Stage 1 winner still in front, 28 laps to go. Do we have to have the world's longest transition when you go from replay to live action? Anyway, Eckes holds onto the lead. Riggs searches upstairs for some extra traction, but Eckes gaps him just a bit across the line. It's a truck length the lead, but they've got Spencer Boyd right in front that they'll have to be circumspect about here, JT.
Welcome to the struggles of world feed, Matthew Owens. Down here outside, there goes Eckes.
Got some radio from Heim here, who
Go
says,
on.
I hope this is fun for you guys, because it's not for me.
Oh.
He's currently in 10th, which he's not very accustomed to being in.
No, he's not. Christian Eckes staying at the front of this field, 25-year-old driver from Middletown, New York, has led all but 2 laps so far tonight, and he's had Lane Riggs filling up his rearview mirrors for most of those laps, and he has not blinked despite looking back at the whites of Lane Riggs' eyes. Lane twice a Bristol winner, and a winner earlier this season, of course, in the streets of St. Petersburg. The short track driver from Bahama, North Carolina, winning on a street course this year. He was as shocked as anyone when he did that.
Clayton Green has been parked for failing to meet minimum.
I got to tell you, that's the first time I've heard NASCAR's park someone for failing to keep minimum speed in a long, long time.
It's happened a couple of times, I think. I think it happened a couple of times last season. I think it might have been one of the Gase cars got parked last season. I know, oh geez, Briscoe got well loose there. But no, and I know a couple of years ago, Jerry Bowman got black flagged for Youngs for failing to meet minimum. His qualifying time was 3 seconds off the pace.
No, that's not a sign or anything, as the leaders are able to get around. Well, Clayton Green.
To race in the series.
Clayton Green in that 22 truck still on the racetrack, and he's just gone a 9th lap down. Now the leaders look straight ahead at Carson Ferguson, the driver that finished 2nd in the Ram race for the seat game show whatnot that happened in the offseason. And Eckes holds on to this lead, but it is a tenuous one here as Lane Riggs continues to stalk him in that yellow number 34. He will take it upstairs in turns 3 and 4. Tries to load up a run off the outside of 4. He'll close right in on Eckes, and here goes Riggs to the top of 1 and 2 now. Eckes gets a really good bite through the center of the corner, but JT really needs to find a way to get around Ferguson here. He'll try to do it topside of 3 and 4, but that 91 truck does not look like it runs well at the top. He doesn't get around Ferguson, and Riggs gets even closer now.
Riggs right on the rear bumper of Eckes, now down the back straight in towards turn 3 and 4. And now up to the high line goes Riggs. Eckes stays on the low line, and Riggs unable to get past.
Well, Eckes going to start getting more and more impatient here, as we've talked about. He's followed this 25 truck for a number of laps in turn 3. He might get him a little bit of a touch, and he does! Oh, and Ferguson sideways off turn 4! Makes a tremendous save as Eckes knifes his way to the inside of Ferguson and through. Now at 2nd, Lane Riggs has company. Ben Rhodes to his outside. Those two went 3 wide through 1 and 2, along with Ferguson, who just got rooted out of the way by Eckes, who could not wait any longer to get by him.
Turn 3.
And a crash in turn 3 has brought out another caution. My goodness. Yellow is out, and who is that? It's the 42 of Tyler Reif who has crashed. Oh, and Frankie Muniz. Rife and Muniz have crashed.
Oh, big damage from both. Jeez. That's unfortunate. That was looking like a really good battle.
It's a very,
It looks like I'm going to say that Rife got to the inside of Muniz and they both spun out.
very hard hit in the bottom left turn 3 of the camera. You saw it live. Let's wait for a replay from the world feed, but heavy damage from both cars there. By the way, while we are under caution and awaiting that replay, Matthew, the first ever cycle in Indianapolis Clowns Banana Ball history has just happened.
Oh, okay.
Someone just put in the chat, life's not fair, Malcolm.
Well,
Muniz,
no, it's
sorry.
not.
Here's the replay.
And looks like Rife, coming off of turn 2, had gotten to the inside of Frankie. Oh, my goodness.
Frankie.
A huge hit. Oh, wow.
Oh, Frankie.
And then the receiving end of it is 2 hard hits.
Yeah, Frankie, that one's on you, my friend.
Mm.
It looks like Timmy Hill got a bit of that as well. Yeah, Brian Scott type block right there from Muniz.
Wow, Brian Scott will never live that down, will he?
Do you know the one I mean?
I'm assuming the one at Daytona on Elliott
Yes.
Sadler, was it?
Yes. That type of block. Not ideal from Frankie. I don't know if he knew that Tyler was there, but yeah, it's not a good block.
2015 that was. Brian Scott at Talladega.
Probably the worst block I've ever
Daytona.
seen, to be honest.
That was really quite terrible. And they will have to hurry on the cleanup if they're wanting to get this race restarted before the stage ends.
Indeed. NASCAR Chasm mention of the day. And believe it or not, it is Artemis mention. He's quote tweeted the splashdown NASA tweet. Let me answer the first question you astronauts probably have. Christian Eckes is leading. That question, of course, being who is leading the NASCAR truck race at Bristol. That first cycle in Indianapolis Clowns history, by the way, Matthew, coming from Jackie Bradley Jr., of all people.
Now, here's a question. If I were to ask you, Jack, what do you think a cycle in baseball is? Do you know that answer?
Absolutely. No idea.
It is
No clue.
a single, a double,
And a triple.
Triple, and a home run, I believe.
Oh, wow. Fair enough.
Yes, that is hitting for the cycle.
It's like a baseball version of like a perfect hat trick almost.
Yeah.
Which is in football, a perfect hat trick is header, left foot, right foot. 3 goals, 1 with each.
And of course, in hockey, there's the natural hat trick, when a player scores 3 goals consecutively, uninterrupted by anybody else scoring.
So each team has a special feature that they use when they headline the weekend. The firefighters have fire cannons which shoot fire, believe it or not, because firefighters, yeah. The Loco Beach Coconuts are headlining their first weekend this weekend, Matthew. They have water cannons that can shoot water up to 100 feet in the air.
All right.
Because why not?
Update, by the way, Tyler Rife is headed to the garage. It sounds like he is done. Frankie Muniz, obviously done. Timmy Hill, done.
And let's go down pit road.
Cut. He said, I just stayed the same the whole time during that run. So Scott Zipadelli said, we'll bring you down, get you tightened up, do an air pressure adjustment for that 11 truck. JB?
You know, JB, if you're Christian Eckes, you look in the mirror, you see all those guys following down pit road, you're like, yes, that's what I needed. Conversely, Ben Rhodes,
That tells us they want the points.
That's exactly right, but he didn't have anybody stay with him, so this is going to be a tough row to hoe.
Yeah, 100%.
Just 4 trucks stayed out.
Corey Heim.
Mentioned Ben.
Corey Heim won the race off of pit road. I'm not sure he took tires at all.
I can hold on. Let me tell you. Hopefully this works.
I mean, there's no way he could have taken 4 tires to win the race off of where he from where he was. Christopher Bell also was second off pit road. Yeah, so Heim wins the race off from Bell, then Eckes, Honeycutt, Riggs, and Garcia.
Let me share you this screen, Matthew, and see if you can make any sense out of it. There you go.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yep, you've beat me.
Yeah. 123 laps on the left and right tyres, but 1 lap on fuel. Also, no tyres freezing. Bell changed right side tyres and fuel. 4 tyres and fuel for Riggs. Left tyres and fuel for Butcher. And 4 tyres and fuel for Smith, Ruggiero, Majeski, Sutton, Tanner Gray, Stenhouse Jr., Queen, and also for Ferguson. It gets even better, Matthew, if I show you this screen.
What in the wide world of sports?
Indeed. There we go. Working lap 126 of 250. We've got 5 to go in the stage.
That means we're halfway.
And we're living on a prayer, are we?
Well, I live on prayer every day. As I just attempt to survive life.
I was going to use this Easter break to smash through tons of college work. I've done 1 day of college work and I've been off for 2 weeks. I've been off for nearly 2 weeks and I've done 1 day of college work and I'm already behind on schedule. So, yay. Today was BeamNG skin making, which was definitely on topic. Good news. 1 to go from the flag stand, and we will get back going. As you can see, the cars taking the choose. Inside row 1, Haley. Haley? Okay, hello. Outside row 1, Rhodes. Row 2, inside LaJoy. Hello. Outside Bush. Inside Bell. Heim. Outside row 3. Row 4, inside Riggs. Outside Eckes. Row 5, inside Garcia. Outside Honeycutt. Row 6, inside Smith. Outside Butcher. Row 7, inside Chastain. Outside Ruggiero. Row 8, inside Friesen. Outside Majeski. Row 9, inside Briscoe. Outside Ankrum. Row 10, inside Sutton. Outside Hostfar. Just in time. Look at that. Thank you.
Look at him go.
Thank you, Fox, for keeping it on the screen for a decent time. Because last week it was just straight off. As soon as row 10 was filled in, straight off, coming to the restart.
No, they've waved it off, I think. Have they? No, they haven't. All right.
Nope.
Pace car will peel off, and we've got a 3-lap dash to the end of the stage. Green flag up in the air. The top 4 cars stayed out. They are on old tires. Ben Rhodes gets the whole shot off the restart. He zooms to the lead. Kyle Busch behind him second. Justin Haley falls in line third from Corey Hyman fourth. Christopher Bell is side by side at the 5th position. Now Lane Riggs trying to slice his way to the inside 3 wide. He can't get that done to the inside of LaJoy. Ben Rhodes trying to pick up a big stage win in his championship efforts. He is clear of the pack by 4 truck lengths. Comes off of turn 4. Last lap of stage 2 here at Bristol. And it is Rhodes from Kyle Busch. Justin Haley 3rd. Corey Heim 4th. The old tires are going to pay off for those guys, but they'll have to give up track position for the start of the final stage. Green and white checkered flag is out. Ben Rhodes wins stage 2 here in Bristol, as Rhodes uses the old tires and scores an important stage victory. So Rhodes, who has never won here in Bristol, gets a Bristol stage win. 10 championship points for the 99 team. And quickly, we're back under yellow again.
And I've got dancing umpires on my screen. The joys of behind the scenes talkback systems. Yay. Yeah, taking that 20 minutes of commercials. Right.
Well, Well, one thing's for sure. Now that we're under a stage caution, I can step away and bring my dogs in, because they're probably wondering, why are we still outside? It is dark. You bozo.
My cat's looking at me like that as well, by the way. Except he's not outside, he just thinks I'm a bozo. He's looking at me like, why are you not feeding me? No, he's like, oh, I'm just going to pretend I was never looking at you.
Top 10 in stage 2. Ben Rhodes, Kyle Busch, Justin Haley, Corey Heim, Christopher Bell rounds out your top 5. Christian Eckers 6th, Corey LaJoy 7th, Honeycutt 8th, Garcia 9th, and Lane Riggs rounds out the top 10. Your free pass is Andreas Perez de Lara after that spin and causing the first caution of the day. And by the way, that is Ben Rhodes' 27th career stage win in the NASCAR Truck Series. So stats thanks to Seth Eggert. Under caution for the second stage break of the night for the Tennessee Army National Guard 250. Currently working lap 133 of 250. We have 118 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now crossing the line to start lap 134, 117 to go. So we'll get the pits open. Of course, we did have cars come down in the last caution, which was only a couple of laps ago, to try and flip the stage, and then we'll have everyone else come down in the next couple of laps under caution. Jack, thoughts on stage 2 and looking ahead to stage 3? Jack is muted, so he is also be right back. So, still under caution here at Bristol. And the trucks just circulating, as you can see on the camera on your screen, bringing you live views of Bristol Motor Speedway. So let's take you down the rest of the order while we are here. We've done the top 10 already. 11th, Chandler Smith. 12th, Ross Chastain. 13th, Stuart Friesen. 14th, Cole Butcher. 15th, Chase Briscoe. 16th, Giovanni Ruggiero. 17th, Tyler Ankrum. 18th, Ty Majeski. 19th, Carson Hosford. 20th, Dawson Sutton. 21st, Daniel Hemrick. 22nd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 23rd, Tanner Gray. 24th, Daniel Suarez. 25th, Mini Tyrell. 26th, Brendan Queen. 27th, Luke Baldwin. 28th, Andres Perez de Lara, your free pass. Carson Ferguson is 29th. Spencer Boyd is 30th. Chris Wright is 31st, Grant Emfinger 32nd, out Timmy Hill, Tyler Wright, Frankie Muniz, and Clayton Green.
Gun. Saw it there get wrapped up, it looked like.
Good news, he's going to be last anyway.
Way to look at the bright side, Michael.
If there is any good news. Let's go to break. What do you say, Austin?
Yeah.
Oh. Good news, he wins the stage. Bad news is you leave your pit box and you take the pit gun with you. Not good.
So, Ben Rhodes exiting the pit road with his tyre gun still attached, and that gets whipped out into the pit box. Working lap 7 of 120 in this final stage. Now 113 coming to 112 laps to go. So let's have a look at the pit stops. So Christopher Bell out on track as we refresh our data. There we go. So Ben Rhodes took 4 tyres and fuel, same with Haley, who also took 4 tyres and fuel. Many drivers still on the same tyres they started the race, including the top 2, Carl Busch, Corey Heim, LaJoy also on the same right hand side tyres as they started the race. Freeze and Butcher, but they're on new left hand side tyres, and that's it at the moment. Pits are still open, but everyone has been down who wants to. Let's just refresh the camera, because yes, we are indeed still watching, do not worry. And we get an advert. Incredible scenes. As we return to live views of the Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's go back to Fox under this caution.
Races, and guys, don't look now. He's up front, right behind Kyle Busch. They are 1-2, and remember, he's going for the Triple Truck Challenge. If he wins this race, he will pocket $500,000.
That's a lot of money.
And it's hard to believe in all these triple kind of races to incentivize these guys. Nobody has ever won all 3. So it'd be quite a feat.
Michael?
I would pay off some of my debt. That'd be good.
Indeed, Choose is underway. Row 1, inside Heim, outside Bush. Row 2, inside Eckes, outside Bell. Row 3, inside LaJoy, outside Honeycutt. Row 4, inside Smith, outside Garcia. Row 5, inside Chastain, outside Riggs. Inside Friesen, Butcher, outside Row 6. That is more like it, Fox. Back to the old ways I like to see it. As we get a home running banana ball.
Aye.
Coming to the restart, we will have 108 laps to go. Pace car will head to pit road. And your control car will be Kyle Busch, the number 7. Matthew, take it away.
Field comes off turn 4, looks for the green flag. Kyle Busch and Corey Heim see it. Green flag goes back up into the air. Busch gets a good restart. Christian Eckes, who's led most of the laps tonight in row 3, got squirreled up a couple of rows back, but he keeps it pointed the right direction. But now he goes hot into turn 3, goes up the track, nearly runs into Caden Honeycutt. But at the front, the battle for the lead is a hot one. Kyle Busch on the bottom of the racetrack. Christopher Bell to his outside. Busch will pull away on the exit of turn number 2. Busch secures the lead. Christopher Bell, the most recent winner here at Bristol in the Cup Series, runs second. Corey Heim lines up third, and Caden Honeycutt, the pole sitter, running in fourth. Corey LaJoie slots in fifth. Eckes backsliding to sixth. But it's Kyle Busch off the restart, out in front, 5 times a winner here at Bristol in the Truck Series, trying to make it a half dozen tonight, and he's out in front in that blue and white number 7.
Down the back straight we go. Round the outside is the 34. Up the inside, the 45. Improper restart penalty. Corey LaJoie, so he'll have to owe a pass-through.
Changing lanes for it, apparently. Changing lanes.
Yeah. As caution's out, and we've got a spin, and that is the 15, who's up in the wall. Another car was involved.
That was Andres Perez, I think, who went around and put a very nice save on it. But I think Tanner definitely got a bit of help there. That looked like almost spinning in sympathy more than anything. He's got a tyre down there, Tanner.
Yeah, rear left tyres down. Here's a replay, Matthew.
Oh my goodness, Minnie Tyrell and Brendan Queen are 3 wide with Ben Rhodes, and Tyrell sticks it in deep on the bottom and comes up right into Tanner, who goes around. And then another colleague Ram shoved Andres Perez around. That was Carson Ferguson in avoidance, and a lot of Rams in the middle of that.
Doing what they say on the tin. Ramming.
Yeah, indeed. Take life by the horns.
Yes, Rams doing what they do best. Here's an onboard replay with Ferguson. He got loose on his own, it looks like.
I mean, to be fair to Perez, he pulls off a pretty damn good save there. And probably has no damage other than to his tyres. Tanner's got a bit more damage. But yeah, I think for Minnie, this is his first time at Bristol as well. Same for Carson. Rookie mistakes, really. Kyle Busch, still your race leader. That feels incredibly weird to say nowadays.
He has so many wins here at Bristol. Does Kyle Busch. 5 in the Truck Series, of course. 23 all-time in the National Series.
Interestingly, by the way, despite spinning Perez, Carson Ferguson's your free pass. As he was not involved with the original caution. What's this?
Looks like it is Gray trying to find a place of hope, i.e. the pit box.
Oh my god. That was a very strange way for Fox to go to break, but what have you?
And the Artemis 2 hatch is open in the sea. Sorry, in the ocean. JB Motorsports, the only place where you will have live action of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Banana Ball, Formula Drift at Long Beach, and Artemis 2. 100 laps to go.
Oh dear. So who's been watching the Masters?
I fell asleep. Sorry, what?
I definitely have. Yes, definitely. No, I have not. I have been too busy commentating in a commentary box at Brands Hatch, Matthew.
Rory looks like he's going to be really hard to beat.
I don't know who you mean. I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm sorry, but I don't care for golf.
A round of 65 today for Rory. And he is 6 clear of Sam Burns, who went to Wake Forest. And
I'm gonna
Patrick
pretend I
Reed.
understood what that meant.
Yeah.
Is that like under par? Is it or?
Yeah, 12 under par.
Okay.
And McElroy 6 ahead of Reed and Burns, Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose at 5 under. McElroy is from Northern Ireland, so he's
Yeah, I imagine with a name like Rory, he'd be from
over in that direction for you folks.
Okay, so naturally I've got to hope he does well because he's British.
JB Motorsports, the only place where we get the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Banana Ball, Formula Drift at Long Beach, Artemis 2, and the Masters.
Well, Rory is the reigning Masters champion. He finally won the green jacket last year to complete the career Grand Slam. Only the 6th man to ever complete the career Grand Slam in golf. Winning the Masters last year, now trying to repeat as the Masters champion. Now, of course, when you talk about the Masters, hello, friends, and welcome to Augusta. Tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
We are on 1 to go.
Rory would be the 4th to ever repeat as Masters champion, along with Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods.
Here we go. Inside, row 1, Bell. Outside, Bush. Row 2, inside, Eckes. Outside, Heim. Row 3, inside, Smith. Outside, Honeycutt. Row 5, inside, Friesen. Outside, Riggs. Row 6, inside, Briscoe. Outside, Vajero. Inside, row 7 is Butcher. Outside, Majeski. Row 8, inside Hostefer, outside Hemrick, inside row 9, Ankrum, outside Sutton, row 10, inside Stenhouse Jr., and outside Suarez. I tried to take a photo of it, but my storage is full on my phone, so thank you,
You said
Fox.
Tiger Woods. Sorry, Matthew, you said Tiger Woods.
Yes.
I think he'd fit right in with the Truck Series field.
Ah, very good.
Thank you, Fox, for keeping it up enough time for me to read it for the 3rd time today, believe it or not.
Yes, we are coming to the restart here in Bristol, and Kyle Busch sees the green flag, and we're back to racing in Bristol, Tennessee, and Busch and Bell on the front row take off. Busch gets a great restart, and he jets away from the rest of the pack, and Bell is sideways off of turn 2 to the inside of Corey Heim, makes a great save. Heim goes through to 2nd. Christian Eckes smashes his way to the inside of Bell. Bell will hold on to the 3rd position for now, but he's got a lot of traffic right behind him. Eckes slips to his inside off of turn 2, tries to take over the 3rd position. Caden Honeycutt, Chandler Smith, they're all right there, along with Ross Chastain, who's come out of nowhere. Eckes goes clear to 3rd. Christopher Bell gives him a push into turn 1. Eckes up the banking, saves it. He and Bell will fight hammer and tong for the 3rd position, and we've got trouble further back. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has gone into a spin, along with Cole Butcher, and the caution is out once again.
You just saw on your camera around a minute ago, just cars going left, right, and centre, trying to avoid everything going down the back straight. We'll get a closer replay of it, because guess what, Matthew? Fox once again missing it.
Now,
Series trucking.
Here's the replay, Matthew.
Has happened here? Where even are the drivers in question? Oh, there's Butcher up middle of the corner. Up he went. And Stenhouse trying to sneak through on the apron. Gets tagged. And Justin Haley also with some damage in that.
Do we count that as a save? I mean, he doesn't touch the ball. That's an outrageously good save from Butcher. Bar the damage.
Full
contact
really
bumper
cars.
I don't know. I feel like it's a really good job from Stenhouse not to go up and hit the outside.
And around goes Perez again.
Stenhouse, of course, who's had great success here at Bristol in the Cup Series. 7 career top 10s in the Cup Series at Bristol, which is the most of any non-drafting track in his Cup career.
Also, good news, viewers. We have had It's not the Dacia Sandero.
Hold on. Good news, viewers. I think they would take good news as Matthew's on his way out. This idiot's no longer here. He's leaving. We've kicked him out. What a moron.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth, Matthew.
Good news, viewers. We fired his ass.
Well, depending on what side you're on, it's kind of good news, but bad news for me. Joshua Birch is returning tomorrow night for the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. He wasn't meant to be here, but then when he heard my cries for help, going, I'm gonna be solo, please help me. He answered.
Yeah, because you don't have me speaking on the O'Reilly
No,
broadcast.
and Matthew is.
Just hear massive roars of applause, but I'm not going to be there.
Yes. Matthew is watching a puck fly around with Jarek, I believe.
I am.
Are there any good fights so far in the ice hockey? Any reason I watch?
That's every night.
Good.
We're
It's the only reason I watch the sport.
We were talking about hat tricks earlier tonight, and a natural hat trick in hockey is when a player scores 3 consecutive uninterrupted goals. Well, there's also something called the Gordie Howe hat trick. That's when you score a goal, get an assist, and get a fighting major. I'm not making that up.
The silence speaks volume.
I was reading something else on Twitter.
But yes, Gordie Howe. Goal, assist, and a fight. That is the Gordie Howe hat trick right there. It's the Gordie Howe way.
I do love how ice hockey is the only sport where you don't get permanently ejected for fighting. I do love that. Like in football, if you you push someone in the face, you are sent off. You throw a punch in the NFL, you're off. You beat the hell out of each other in hockey. They're 20 minutes at the sidelines, boys.
Imagine.
People normally, applaud that in hockey, of course, as well. I mean, it's a 10-minute fighting major, and that's all.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes straight back in, fight again.
Yeah.
Imagine if red cards became a thing in hockey.
No.
That'd be about 50 per game.
Yeah.
I mean,
there would not be any players left.
No. The difference is we like to pretend that football is a gentleman's sport. It really isn't. It's played by absolute hooligans.
Personally, I like the way you said that, hooligans.
I'm being British. Shush.
I think that's what we're full of here, hooligans.
No, they call them in ultras everywhere else, but for some reason over here it's hooligans. Don't ask.
Of course, depending on a short track that you go to around the country, you can have a good hooligan race.
Bowman Gray.
Bob in the comments says, can't watch hockey, soccer, or golf. When I was a youngin', I could. I like someone that says when I was a youngin'.
Sounds like the type of person who'd say, back in my day. Back in my day, we could actually pass at Martinsville.
Listen, back in my day, everything was just great.
And what year are we talking here, Matthew?
Don't even think it. Don't even think it, okay?
Matthew remembers when Lee Petty won the title.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I don't know if that's just an American joke or if...
Yeah, I did not understand that.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's just an American joke over there.
I was minus 49 when Lee Petty last won the championship.
But there you go, JT. Pierre just sent a good tweet into our
Okay.
into
Anyway,
our group chat. That's very
row
well done.
1, Ekes, inside, outside Bush. Row 2, inside Bell, outside Heim. Row 3, inside Smith, outside Honeycutt. Row 4, inside Chastain, outside Garcia. Row 5, inside Friesen, outside Riggs. Row 6, inside Majeski, outside Vigero. Row 7, inside Briscoe, outside Henrik. Row 8, inside Hostfire, outside Ankrum. Row 9, inside Sutton, outside Suarez. Row 10, Rhodes, inside Queen, outside. How the hell did I do that?
Nobody knows.
I believe it or not, I had that on my timeline before Pierre sent that to me.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Anyway, there we go.
Thank you. Back to the race here at the Masters, the Crafts Masters Truck Series.
Green flag up in the air. Kyle Busch once again gets a great jump. He will dive down in turns 1 and 2 to the bottom of the racetrack to cover off Christian Eckes, who has company to his outside. Corey Heim stuffs it in around the top of turn 3 to the right elbow of Eckes, but as they exit turn 4, Eckes has him cleared. So Eckes in the second position. Heim gives him a nudge up the banking. Oh, the bump and run, the Bristol move, and that gets Heim back up into the second position as he repasses Eckes, who slides back to third and into the clutches of Christopher Bell. Caden Honeycutt 5th off the restart. Chandler Smith in 6th. Then comes Ross Chastain, followed by a side-by-side battle for 8th between Stuart Friesen and Jake Garcia. Stuart Friesen jumping up into the top 10 here as we click off the laps in Bristol. He's going to complete the pass on Garcia now, is Friesen in that bright blue and orange number 52. Takes over the 8th position. But it's Kyle Busch once again jumping out on the restart to the lead. Corey Heim trying to come back at him in the second position after he was able to maneuver Eckes out of the way, and we've got a spin off turn 4. Luke Baldwin goes around in front of a bunch of traffic, backs that royal blue and white number 2 Ford into the wall, picks up a gear, keeps going, and the 19-year-old will get back going the right direction, but we're under caution once again.
Series is trucking.
And we welcome you back to the Tennessee Army National Guard Caution 250.
And
let's have a look. I'm going to assume
another Ram. It's going to be another Ram. I mean, look at all the Rams back here, and my goodness, he's just been dumped by Corey LaJoie.
Well, LaJoie looked at all the Rams dumping people and saw the crash fest, and he went, "I've got to get involved in this." I mean, he just shoves his way in and spins him out. I don't really have anything else to say to that.
This is like one of the old Busch races here at Bristol. My goodness.
LaJoie. Yeah, Truck Series is trucking, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Truck Series I knew.
The Busch race here at Bristol in the spring of 2002 was 250 laps and had 15 cautions.
I was minus 6.
Thank you, JT.
I was minus 3.
Thank you, Jack.
On a positive, I've got to go find that on YouTube at some point.
Yes, 15 yellows in 250 laps was quite insane. Quite an insane finish as well, as Jimmy Spencer went full Jimmy Spencer and tried to make passes on the apron on the final laps to win the race and ended up crashing Jack Sprague. It was also the race where Greg Biffle and Kevin Harvick had their famous duel after the race.
Yeah, no, just sounds like your average Jimmy Spencer, I'll be honest.
Well,
what a character he was, though.
I'll tell you. He was something.
He was a character.
You always love to say, Jimmy Spencer never forgets. Well, I would hope not, because Jimmy Spencer never runs well.
Well, I mean, he got 2 Cup wins.
He did get 2 Cup wins, both in 1994, when JT was negative 27, I know.
Be fair to
what a year was that again, Matthew?
94.
How was I minus 27 at what?
I don't know. I don't know where you were born.
I would have been
very much.
minus 14.
Oh God.
I will also say about Spencer, you say he was near the back. This guy was a hell of a modified racer.
Well, and he was always good here at Bristol. He won the Busch race at Bristol in fall of
It was
02.
also where his infamous feud with Kurt Busch
It's Kurt
started.
Busch, yeah, on lap 444 of that 2002 spring race in the Cup Series. Yes, I know the lap. Don't judge me. But it was on lap
Hello,
4.
Oracle.
What you have you here for? To be fair as well, I'm going to give a hot take that I didn't see much of what Kurt Busch did wrong there, to be honest.
No, he didn't. Jimmy was just,
Jimmy.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he nearly spun him out, but I know that's racing, man.
Yeah.
It's racing. Like, get over yourself.
That
That's a guy going for his first Cup win.
That 2002 spring Bristol weekend, just as a whole, was a fever dream. A Busch race with 15 cautions, the crazy, stupid finish of it, Jeff Green winning, the fights between Sprague and Spencer, and then the fight between Biffle and Harvick. Then the Cup race the next day. Jeff Gordon and Robbie Gordon were on the front row. Robbie jumped the start. Then, shocker, Robbie Gordon complained about it.
Got some interesting lore about that Harvick Biffle fight.
Yes.
Because apparently the reason why Biffle didn't retaliate whatsoever is because he was on probation. That's what I heard recently, is that he was on probation, so he couldn't retaliate.
Well, and Harvick, that put Harvick on probation, and then he went and intentionally spun Coy Gibbs into the truck race at Martinsville.
For no reason at all.
For no reason, and then he got suspended for the Cup race at Martinsville. Kenny Wallace stepped in and drove the 29.
Wouldn't that be the first time on record that a Cup driver has been suspended for an on-track incident? I think it might be. I can't think of one before that where a driver's actively been suspended for an on-track incident. I still don't know why he did it. Just spun him out for no reason at all.
Harvick was wild in those days. Harvick was my God. Now here's a throwback. Look at Austin Cindric spinning and qualifying for the trucks at Bristol in 2016. He's in the Fox booth. That's why they're showing this.
He got one truck win in his career, Cindric.
Because...
Can you name where it was?
Oh, uh-oh. What happened? What happened with Kyle Busch? He stalled.
Oh.
Oh, no. The leader, Kyle Busch, that truck is shut off. He's not going to be able to get his positioning back.
No, he's not.
Oh, wow.
I did say about... Cindric, though. Can anyone name where Cindric got his lone truck win?
Oh, I know that, but you aren't asking me.
Mosport.
Yes.
By dumping Kaz Grala, for which I
absolutely.
I will forever hold against him.
They have added a lap under this caution, and Matthew.
Yes.
Like, we need another NASCAR Cup Series driver in the booth because we've got 7 out on track.
Not making much of a difference, I'll be honest.
Here's radio from Kyle Busch.
Refire, it was so slow.
Well.
Well, that is quite horrible because he did not keep caution car speed. So, as we learned many years ago with Marcus Ambrose at Sonoma, if something like that happens, you're not able to hold your position. Now, they're trying to figure out where Kyle should be restarting at. Stuart Friesen has pulled to his inside, and we are...
Not going. We're not going.
No way we could be going. We're 3 wide here.
No, NASCAR. You don't understand. NASCAR's trialing 3 wide restarts.
So they're trying to figure out where Kyle should be restarting at.
In my opinion, he didn't go caution speed. So he wasn't going at caution speed. So in my opinion, he should go to the rear. His argument, by the way, is that the pace car was going so slow that it actually hurt him trying to refire because he was saving fuel. I say just go to the rear, Kyle. I know you're not going to agree with me, but...
Yeah, they're trying to get all this sorted out here.
Bush is being
Because-
told to get behind Majeski.
But see that, but now they're gonna have to re-choose now because the order is different. So they got to go through the choose again, surely.
I don't think so. I'm being told he's the control truck, so he's the leader. We going? No, we're not.
So, but see, this is we had this happen a couple of years ago at Indianapolis when Brad Keselowski was the
Lights are
leader, but
coming
ran
off
out of
this time.
fuel coming to the restart, and then all of a sudden, the line on the inside moved up, and that made basically the third place driver the control truck. What's going to happen here is now Heim, who was running second, is the control truck here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's at the point he regained caution speed he's slotted in, so we'll see how he can make it up through the field, though. And we've
He'll
got
be
probably
starting in row 5.
Eka should be one to watch here.
Yeah, Eckes. So Eckes is not the control truck, but he's got the inside line for the restart. Heim to his
91 is control truck, we've now been told.
Okay, so that makes more sense because he was the one that moved up a row. So all right, Eckes the control truck. He's led the most laps tonight, and the green flag flies. We're back underway here, and Eckes gets a really good restart down to the inside of row 1, and he shoots into turn 1 with the lead. Christopher Bell again gets loose off of turn 2, makes a great save, does Bell, as Heim gets away. Oh, and now Heim in turn 4 roots Eckes up off the bottom, and Corey Heim goes through to the lead, and then Eckes turns him. Oh, hard into the
He'll
logo
get
line.
marked for
He
that.
collects Honeycutt. He collects Riggs, and multiple trucks are involved, and $500,000 goes flying out the window for Corey Heim, who had bumped Christian Eckes out of the way in the last set of corners to take the lead, and then Eckes returned the favor at him.
Yeah, he's going to get parked for that one, surely. Surely NASCAR has to park him for that. You can't right hook someone on a straightaway like that. Regardless of Heim driving him like an idiot. I mean, he did punt him up the track. You can't right hook someone like that. That's unacceptable.
Wow, and Caden Honeycutt, who of course has been so close to his first win a couple of times this year.
We are going red.
Tonight, he's climbed out of his truck. Corey's out of his. Yep. Be going red here. Now, I know what you're saying there, Jack, is obviously we can't be right hooking people on a straightaway. But was it an intentional right hook from Eckes here, or was he just trying to get down into the corner?
I don't buy it. I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to
Eckes
pass
is a good enough
judgment
driver.
before I see it again. Because you don't, the way racing has gone tonight, you don't want to be trapped up on the outside. So
Riggs involved too.
Replay just to make sure he's not just trying to get in line.
I mean, you could also say that's down to NASCAR just creating an absolute mess there.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea what he's trying to do, if he's trying for retaliation or if he is trying to get down in line.
Shout out to Bell. What a save that is.
Yeah, Bell on the last 2 restarts has had to make a big save off of
he moves him up the track. No, he's turning early there. That's intentional.
Well, he's turning early. Like, if he's trying to make the corner, then yes, he's turning early. But if he's trying to get down...
That's why I don't think he's trying to make the corner.
I'm trying to give him benefit of the doubt here.
No, I'm sorry.
Before that happened, by the way, guys, Corey Heim has now led a lap in 30 straight NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series races, extending his record.
Well, he won't lead anymore tonight. Wow. Hard hit for Heim. Hard hit.
25 years old, by the way. 25 years old. Like that's the kind of stuff I'd expect from a 15-year-old on a late model. That's the type of stuff I'd expect from someone like Tristan McKee, not a previous Bristol winner, and in my opinion, a championship caliber driver.
I'll say this.
Throw the book at him.
I'll say this as far as Christian's concerned here.
Well, I'd like to say that doesn't. Eckes' radio does not help his case.
Well,
the message as soon as he got punted out of the way by Heim was go punt his bleep. So that's not going to help his case. It seems like he did. But yeah, no, that's not acceptable. I'm sorry. Like, I know we're saying Truck Series goes trucking. I was saying it. Like, these guys, half of them don't know how to drive properly. But this is a 25-year-old who should be contending for the championship this year. NASCAR needs to throw the book at him here. In my opinion, that should be a one-race suspension, personally. Like, I'm sorry, that's extremely dangerous. You've turned a guy head-on into a wall, or attempted to turn a guy head-on into a wall, collected half the field. No, you should. That should be race done, mate. Can't be having that. Apologies for yapping. This kind of stuff just annoys me. I like beef, but he flat out wrecks. I like seeing beef. Don't get me wrong. I really do. I like seeing rivalries. I like seeing people wreck each other. But there's a way to do it, and that's not how you do it. NASCAR, park him if you got anything to. You got any sense in you left? Park him.
yeah, you are right about the messaging on the radio not being great here. Because, like you said, the initial message was go punt his blank. And then he says, what about that? I guess he wanted to go. I'll go twice as hard.
Yeah, that's not going to help your case, Christian. No. At the very least, you know what? I'm going to give a little bit of respect here. At the very least, he owns it. Most of the guys will be like, oh, I kind of misjudged it. Get out of here. At the very least, if you're going to do it, own it. Like you got your Bubba Wallaces and your Chase Elliott's going, oh, no, my steering was locked. At the very least, Eckes owns it. Oh, who's in second?
Well, Christopher Bell would be.
He's won the race then. best truck of the night. Two of the best trucks. I mean, if NASCAR parks Eckes here, I think that's the best truck of the night gone. I'd say the favorite to win's probably Lane Riggs now. Maybe Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch.
Well, now Lane got all kinds of damage in that too.
Yeah, true. You've got a point. Even if that is a misjudgment, by the way, that is a horrific misjudgment. I'm saying it's on purpose, and I'm going to own that. Like, I can't see.
Like I said, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he misjudged it and maybe just made a bad mistake. But the radio.
I don't buy it. I'm sorry. Eckes is a good enough driver to not misjudge that.
Yeah, clearly, what we heard on radio disproves that.
Yeah, park him, NASCAR. Please, I'm asking you. And the thing is, I don't even hate Eckes. I don't really have an opinion on him. I just think he's kind of bland. But sorry, Eckes. But I've said this about many drivers, by the way. It's not just him. But you can't. I'm sorry, you can't be right hooking someone like that. That's outrageous. At the very least, give him a penalty. Because if you're not giving him a penalty, you're giving everyone free rein to do what they want.
Well, everybody says they want Old Bristol back, and this has been pretty close to Old Bristol tonight.
I thought this was a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, not a Banger Destruction derby.
Yeah. It's not a good look for Eckes. At the very least, if he doesn't get punished now, he'll get punished afterwards. And in my opinion, that should be a one-race suspension. I think with the speed that Bristol has, and how hard Heim hit, plus it collected so many cars. Like, for me, that should be, yeah, mate, you're not racing at Texas. It is Texas next, right?
It is. It's a long.
I know which race to sleep in during then.
Yeah, it's a very long break for the truck guys.
Sounds like he needs it. gee. I'm also trying really hard not to swear right now, but
Also,
jeez.
some insider info, which isn't really insider info because it's been talked about a lot. The next stream that is everyone's favorite live stream should be returning from Pocono to San Diego. I am, of course, talking about the NASCAR Hauler stream. That should be returning on the drive to San Diego.
Oh, I love the Hauler stream. I thought that was fantastic.
And hopefully the return of the NASCAR Craftsman Hauler Championship.
By the way, those were the well, yes, yes, very good, JT. Those are the two drivers tied for the championship lead coming into the night, Heim and Honeycutt, taken out in that crash.
Yeah, it's not doing good for the points, will it?
No, not great for the championship
Want to hear
standings.
from Bell's radio here quickly?
Oh, and also, by the way, before we do, third place in the championship lane Riggs. So the top three in the championship, all in that crash.
And if he does get suspended, then that will definitely not help for the points.
It won't. No. It wouldn't be like and there's no playoff point thing. It just means you miss a race, which is a huge hit. By the way, Bell's radio, Bell's team says he just flat dumped him. Bell replies with something very interesting. Yep, that's Christian Eckers. So Bell's opinion on Eckers is pretty clear.
We could go down and hear from Caden Honeycutt if we want to.
Yeah, go on then.
Race just so stupid. We had, I don't even know how many got to go, 70-something laps to go. Plenty of time. Like, we could have just raced. I know that Corey got into him a couple of times, but that's a stunt wreck. 4 or 5 trucks there, really good trucks. But yeah, we had a good, strong day. Didn't fire off where I was wanting for. We are a little bit loose on the side, but I was really good long run. Our Safe Light Toyota Tundra was great. I really thought, we were putting ourselves in good spots right there at the end to somehow see if we can go and win the race. I thought I was a little better than 91 with that other set of tires. Just needed to get past 62 on the top, just trying to shuffle him out, and hopefully that I was going to be able to race the 1 and 91 at the end. Just yeah, what a shame. I cannot believe he actually did that. So yeah, just really unfortunate. Got a tore up race truck. Hopefully we'll get it back together. That thing was really good, and we'll move on to Texas. So that shotgun of beer will have to wait, I guess, one more race.
Thanks, Caden.
Well, there's one person that we know is not happy.
Me, because I want to go to bed.
That crash right there will certainly be making the TikTok. By the way,
have history. By the way, just to remind you, Hyman Eckers have history.
I'm going to guess
IRP
that
2024, yes.
I'm going to guess that no one here knew that I am now on the TikTok.
Are you?
Is, I am on the TikTok.
Well, then there's something wrong because I have not yet received a follow Matthew Owens.
I know nothing about TikTok, and I know nothing about... Oh, here we go. Here is the famous crash here at Bristol in the Busch race in 1990. Watch Michael Waltrip's car hit... Oh, and then just...
Oh, my God. I know what's coming as well. Does he not get hit afterwards, or is that a different...
No, that was Mike Harmon in 2002. Who hit that same crossover fence, and the car disintegrated on Harmon, and he got hit by an oncoming...
just being peeled away.
Yeah, and then Harmon got hit by the oncoming Johnny Sauter. That was a practice crash in 2002. This one with
Johnny
Waltrip.
Sauter, what a name that is to be talking about when we think that someone could get suspended. I still remember Johnny Sauter's temper tantrum, shall we call it.
Johnny Sauter had many temper tantrums.
As did many of the
Hey, we're back on the way. Yellow.
NASCAR, please do something about him.
So now here we go. Now it sounds like I need to get on the TikTok here and search up. Jarek Rubel is on here. Now I need to search. What do I need to search up, Josh?
I didn't even realize that Jack Rubel was on it. I need to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I need to.
He was a lot of the inspiration for me getting. I've had a lot of people say you should begin on the TikTok, and Jarek has been one of them telling me that.
See if I can. Can I find that is definitely not the Jarek Rubel I know.
Yes, I am on the TikTok.
That is definitely not the Matthew Owens that I know.
How many could there be?
There's actually 3. No, I'm joking.
Apparently, you're following 7,100 people. That's definitely not right.
No, I'm following like 11 people. Because I'm not someone that scrolls through TikTok.
Is it the same as your Twitter?
It is.
Ah. Then it might be a good idea if I type that in, because then I'll be able to find you. Oh, there he is, 100 followers. Wait, no, I am the 100th follower.
Wow! Look at you go. You won a prize.
Thank you. Hold on. You've posted 6 TikToks and you're already at 100 followers. How?
I don't know. Again, I know nothing about the TikTok.
You have had 6,500 people hear your voice on one.
I know it is crazy.
The biggest one I had was 1,170, and it is the lowest effort one ever.
Oh, look at him! Oh, you did a video about your hair.
I did do a video about my hair.
Oh, the legend that is. Oh, we're about to hear from Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he did it on purpose or anything. Obviously, I'd kind of sent him in. I think the lead was going to be super important to win the race, just having track position and control. And then they had a big mix-up on who was starting the race as far as the control truck, and then had an issue with my my transmission sticking into gears. Had to pack a little bit of air. I don't even think I really touched him to get him out of the way. I just he was already free, kind of packed some air on him and got him free. I think he was just trying to get behind me and then shit me, which would have been totally fine because I did it to him. And he just misjudged it. So I've raced him for a long time, and I don't think he'd ever do that on purpose. So we're all good.
Thanks, Corey. I'm glad you're okay.
That's a very PR interview.
I
yes.
did do a video on my hair, and I was disappointed because it was.
I don't buy it. I'm sorry.
It was a trend, and it got like 166 views. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I put in so much effort into 3 videos. One of them got 830 and then got muted by TikTok.
Oh.
The second one got 160, and then the third one got 268. The one video that I took, I held my phone up in the sky, filmed for 12 seconds a nice sunset with rally cars going around. Boom, 1,171. TikTok does not make sense. It just doesn't.
As I said, I know nothing about the TikTok. I truly don't.
I need to post more stuff, but I don't know what to post.
Oh, I know what to post, and I'm very happy that I'm back on the racing scene to try to get, to get more content.
Okay, well, welcome, Matthew, I guess.
Yes.
And now we are at exactly 4,444 views. And
wow,
viewers, you had one job. You were 6 away from being 444 concurrent viewers. We could have had 444 people watching with 4,444 views. You had one job. Anyway,
And as I stated earlier, that it was lap 444 that Kurt Busch and Jimmy Spencer got together here in the Food City 500 of 2002.
Thank you, Matthew.
You're welcome.
Believe it or not, we are still under caution, as you can see on the
Believe
camera.
it or not,
Yeah.
she's walking on air.
Okay.
I think we're coming to the choose.
I hope so.
And it would seem that Eckes is not getting penalized.
Okay. Kelly, I believe that is an issue on your side, because on this side we are all green, just by the way, for your information.
Want to hear a crazy stat, by the way?
Hold that. Row 1, inside Smith, outside Eckes. Row 2, inside Chastain, outside Bell. Row 3, inside Bush, outside Brzezowski. Row 4, inside Friesen, outside of Giro. Row 5, inside Garcia, outside Huxley. I should have taken a deeper breath. Row 6, inside Sutton, outside Rhodes. Row 7, inside Ankrum, outside Suarez. Row 8, inside Briscoe, outside Queen. Row 9, inside LaJoy, outside Stenhouse Jr. Row 10, inside Tyrrell, outside Haley. Jack, go.
This is Time's first DNF since 2024 Darlington.
Tyrrell, he says. As if we're doing a Formula 1 Grand Prix.
Stop it. Just stop. Mini Tyrell, of course. In
And the
towards turn
lights
3.
go out and away we go.
Yeah.
And it's time. Well, of course in the NASCAR world, the lights are already out. Let's get to the flag, Matthew.
Ty Majeski. I don't know why I said Ty Majeski. Christian Eckes, the control truck. Outside of row 1, green flag up into the air, and he gets a shove across the line from Christopher Bell, and Bell will try to get to his outside off the top of turn 2, and he's going to do it. Side by side for the lead as they race to turn 3. Bell's going to let it hang up around the top. Eckes wraps the bottom, but at the line, it's Christopher Bell, the nose of his Toyota Camry out in front. Here comes Eckes back down to the inside. Side by side for the lead. Toyota versus Chevrolet. Eckes and Bell. Down to the bottom, Eckes throws it in deep into 3. They come up off of turn 4, just about dead even. Bell's got a nose in front again. Chandler Smith goes clear to 3rd, further back with Ross Chastain 4th. Eckes gets loose off the bottom of turn 2. Comes up, gives a bit of a touch to Bell, who may have nudged the wall, but Bell keeps his foot in it, and he's got the lead again across the line, JT, and this time he's got him clear.
Insane battling here. Christopher Bell to the lead. Eckes still in 2nd. He's still going to try and get on the inside. Unable to, as Christopher Bell covers the inside line and even a little bit of the apron with the inside wheels just dipping down below the line as we head down the back straight. Now in towards turn 3. It's still Bell, Eckes, Smith behind Chastain, Kyle Busch. Well, it's gone from a no Cup cars in the top 5 to a very heavy Cup top 5.
Problem for Ty Majeski. He's on pit road. The number 88, the Wisconsin driver. Unscheduled green flag pit stop will take him off the lead lap here as he pulls into his pit box, and they are going to change right side tires on the Menards Ford F-150. But a real problem here with truck number 88. And they're going to send him away after changing just the right sides. But this will take Majeski out of contention. At the front, Bell flashes across the line. 2 truck length lead on Christian Eckes. Chandler Smith still 3rd. Further back, Ben Rhodes on slightly fresher tires than the drivers he's racing, trying to creep up the running order. He's on the outside of his teammate Jake Garcia here. Rhodes lets it fade up, way up high in 3 and 4. Rhodes is not going to be able to get by Garcia. And that's a battle for the 9th position. As we're inside the final 60 laps of this race, Christopher Bell, who won the most recent Cup Series race here, trying to go to victory lane at Bristol in the Truck Series. And he's been able to maneuver his way around Eckes here on this last restart. Eckes, who's led the most laps tonight, but now embroiled in controversy since that last caution. How about Gio Ruggiero running in the 6th position as well, guys? What a run for Gio.
Say that, I'm not too shocked to see him doing well. He's a really talented driver, Gio. Garcia in 9th as well. I'm going to give the hot take that I think Garcia wins a race this year. He's been getting quicker every single season, and I really like to see him win a race.
Very well could, running well tonight. But they're all chasing Christopher Bell, former Truck Series champion from, hard to believe, 9 years ago. It was the championship season in 2017, the last time he went to victory lane in a truck at New Hampshire, driving for Kyle Busch's team. That year, he won 5 races and the championship. Since that 2017 season, he's only run 7 truck races. Trying to go to victory lane here, driving for Stuart Friesen's team. He's got 50 laps to go, now 49, as he crosses the stripe here. Still, Christian Eckes has him right in his right in his windshield. Rather, it's just 2 truck lengths the difference here between the blue and neon yellow numbered number 62 and the blue and white 91. Kyle Busch, by the way, after his issue with the engine shutting off, costing him the lead a couple of cautions ago, he runs in 5th in that Spire number 7. Spire trucks 5th and 7th right now.
Butcher's pitting.
Yep, Cole Butcher on pit
Black
road.
fire.
And these leaders are going to have to deal with some lap traffic here very shortly as Bell comes across the line one more time. He's got traffic dead ahead. Wow, and he takes no time at all getting into the back of Spencer Boyd. That white and black number 76 was right in his way, and Eckes pulls up right onto the deck lid of race leader Christopher Bell. Wow.
Spencer, mate.
Well, we've seen Eckes tonight while leading be more patient with lap cars than I thought he would, but Bell
I
was
don't think that was patience running out. I think that was simply Boyd being very slow.
Well, he should maybe get off the bottom. Now they'll have to get around Lane Riggs, damaged in the last accident. Bell gets around him around the outside of turns 1 and 2. Eckes will do the same. It'll be 43 laps to go when they come back around. Riggs running in 24th. A lap down, but in position to gain points on the 2 drivers that he came in tonight behind in the championship standings. And, of course, only one of those guys in Honeycutt is a series regular. The other was Heim, of course, who came in tied for the championship lead. Really, the big winner points-wise tonight could be Chandler Smith, who came into the night 4th in the championship. Well, the 3 ahead of him have crashed in this race, while Smith currently runs 3rd. Could take over the championship lead by night's end.
Stenhouse slow on the backstretch. He's headed to pit road, apparently.
Stenhouse slow. What else is new?
I wasn't going to say it, but... Also, my cat's just sat down judging me at the moment.
That's all cats do.
He's just like, what are you doing commentating on these loud things going around the track? Seriously, have you got nothing better to do?
I never have anything better to do in my life. You kidding me?
Oh, same.
I mean, my God. In fact, talking about the guys at the top of the championship standings that's had problems, we've talked about Heim, Honeycutt, and Riggs, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the championship. 5th place Ty Majeski also just had that unscheduled stop. So 4 of the top 5 in the championship are either not in the race or off the lead lap in the final 40 laps. Eckes came in 7th in the championship. He's already won a stage. Could be heading towards a really good finish and a good bump up in points as well for him, for the McAnally Hilgeman Racing team. 37 to go here in Thunder Valley. Christopher Bell just trying to ease away. It's 3 truck lengths the gap here between he and Eckes. We've had a long spell of green flag running here. We had that rash of yellow earlier. Now we're getting some green flag laps under our belts. And Bell trying to just ease away. And just as I say that, the caution is out. Corey LaJoy.
You are a joke,
crashed.
Matthew.
The Mopar Ram has spun and backed it into the wall, and that is a joke.
You can clip that and put that on your TikTok, Matthew.
Oh. Caution is out.
And you can blame Matthew Owens.
And let's
Matthew,
see if
why did you spin out LaJoy?
Let's see if we can find out what has happened to the French striker Corey LaJoie.
Oh, he tripped
He got
over
LaJoy.
Matthew Owen's tennis racket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he LaJoyed himself.
I'm also getting reports on the radio that apparently there was a I Kissed the Bricks mug down there as well.
Very good.
I'm sending you this one in DMs, JT.
Okay, if you wondered why I was so quiet during that green flag stint, Math. Oh, yes, I have seen that. Ow. If you wonder why I was so quiet during that green flag stint, Matthew, check my TikTok profile.
By the way, yes, Corey Lajoie has brought out the Jacques Debris caution. Dear me.
There you go. I've just sent the Tricon tweet to you, Matthew, in DMs.
Oh, very good. I have to find JT's Twitter. No, not Twitter. TikTok again. Oh, he has posted on the TikTok. Oh, there he is. Look at him go.
It's already got 57 views.
Yeah, it does, yes.
I wouldn't know this. I'm not on TikTok because everything I could use TikTok for, I have for Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
I don't need TikTok.
I only installed it because of JBM, and I'm not joking when I say it has been uninstalled on my phone for the past 4 months. I do not use it.
I still don't, and JBM will not force me into bowing down to the TikTok supremacy that is going on.
I also wanted a place to post the edits that I did, so
Instagram.
I also posted them on Instagram.
He's even added music.
Feed them to Instagram, nothing else.
He's added music. Look at him go. Like, oh, I guess I should follow JBM, shouldn't I?
Nah. You're not already?
I told you, I know nothing about the TikTok. I got on it. I was forced to get on
this. This is how you can tell he knows nothing. He's calling it the TikTok. I can tell he's a boomer.
I don't know what he's saying.
Oh my god, Callum Ilot's Twitter.
I need to look.
Check Callum Ilot's Twitter, it's incredible. Oh, you know how the Pramer aren't racing at the Indy 500?
What is this?
I
Callum
love Callum
on
Ilot.
Twitter?
Yeah, check his Twitter. I'm following him, he's too funny. I love his Twitter, it's amazing.
Oh, hold on, that can't be it. No, that's not.
Callum with 2 L's _ Ilot. With 2 T's.
See, this is another thing. This is another thing now about Twitter. You can't find anything on Twitter. Good God.
I'm sending it to you, Matthew.
Please,
yeah,
dude.
It's not great.
Twitter
love
sucks
Callum.
now. Oh.
You need to open it up fully for its to see it in all of its glory.
Yes, I see now. Wow. Oh, Callum.
At least he's got a full-time IMSA ride. The guy you should really be feeling bad for is what's his name? Suarez pitting, by the way. But the guy you should be feeling really bad for, in all honesty, is Schwartzman, because he's got nothing. At the very least, Callum has a full-time IMSA ride. The pole sitter at the Indy 500 last year is not racing this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Feel bad for him. Runner-up in Formula 2.
First rookie to win the 500 pole since Teo Fabi did it in 1982.
Didn't he race in F1?
I don't even want to know how old I was then.
Yeah, Teo Fabi, he raced in F1. I remember he was pretty trash, though. That might have been his equipment, actually. Hold on, let me have a look.
Well, he did run. I know for sure he ran for Benetton for a while.
Oh, no, yeah, he got a couple of podiums. One with Brabham and one with Benetton. He was with. He has how many DNFs? Oh my goodness. he has like these. I mean, when he did finish, he was pretty good. But goodness me, how many DNFs does it? He also got 3 poles. His best finish. He got pole in Germany, Austria, and Italy.
You
Never
lot
won
over
a race.
there. You lot over there really butcher that name, Benetton. It's Benetton, thank you.
Yeah, I don't care though.
And
What I say it is.
it's
My
time
pronunciation is always correct.
for JT
What?
to say, hold that thought.
Why
Row
is
1.
JB showing free pizza ads?
Inside Eckers, outside Bell. Row 2, inside Chastain, outside Smith. Row 3, inside Bush, outside Vajero. Row 4, inside Hostfire, outside Rhodes. Row 5, inside Garcia, outside Sutton. Row 6, inside Friesen, outside Clean. Row 7, inside Ankrum, outside Henrik. 18, 19, row 7. Row 8, Haley, outside Perez. Row 9, Tanner Gray, outside Tyrell. Row 10, inside Ferguson, outside Briscoe. I can tell you why there's free pizza ads on JBM. It's because the webcam website has adverts on it.
I like
And
how
we
we
can't
went
do
from
anything.
Benetton to Tyrrell on the same. Yeah, very good. All right.
One of those is still around.
Coming to the green with 27 to go.
Bell the control truck on the outside, Eckes on the inside. Let's see how good of a getaway Eckes can get and try to stick with Bell. Off turn 4, green flag up in the air. Oh my goodness, Bell has absolutely murdered Eckes on the restart. And Chandler Smith takes a dive to the inside of Bell in turn 1, but Bell throttles up and pulls away from the pack off of turn 2. And Christian Eckes, my goodness, was he duped on that restart. He goes from 2nd to 5th as Smith is clear to 2nd. The fight for 3rd might not be much of a fight. Ben Rhodes took it to the outside of Gio Ruggiero. Rhodes has fresher tires than the guys in front of him here. See if he can use those fresher tires to make an assault for the win. He's off the top of turn 4. He's ahead of Ruggiero. He hasn't cleared him yet. He might do it as he rifles that truck to the top of turns 1 and 2. No, Ruggiero stays alongside. 25 laps to go. But Ben Rhodes is flying in this 99 truck. This time he will clear Ruggiero off the top of turn 4. And now Ben Rhodes with fresher tires and the 2 trucks ahead of him. Can he make up the ground and make 2 passes in the next 24 laps? Bell the leader, Smith 2nd, Rhodes 3rd, Ruggiero 4th, Eckes down to 5th.
Oh, Briscoe flat tire.
He was smoking and he went up the banking in turn 2, scuffed the wall, keeps going.
Does he have a flat tire, or does it look like he got well loose there? I don't know what happened there. And
on the
Dawson
racetrack.
Sutton nearly does what everyone wants to do to Christian Eckers and nearly wrecks him.
Well, and how about Dawson Sutton here? We haven't talked about him all night, but he's running the Tennessee Volunteers livery here. He's got the Tennessee orange and the smoky gray on the 26 truck here, and he's up into the top 10 as we hit 20 to go.
What a scheme, Matthew. We're not in Europe. Apologies, I'm being pestered by my cat.
JT knows well that Tennessee just took a big loss in the regional final in the NCAA tournament to Michigan, the eventual national champions.
Indeed.
That doesn't matter now. Your truck's running 7th.
Wow. Christopher Bell away with the lead and pulling away. Oh, and hold on. What's happened to Ben Rhodes? Ben Rhodes is just...
What you don't understand is this is why I'm on the Dawson Sutton hype train right now.
No, Ben was just running 3rd, and now he's just been passed for 6th. So something's gone wrong with the 99, who does have fresher tires, as I said. And now Kyle Busch closes right up in on him. And
yeah, he's
Busch,
got a problem.
Oh, yeah, Ben just got... Busch just passed Rhodes like he was tied to a stump. And yeah, Ben definitely has a problem. Jake Garcia's going to get by him in turn 4. Carson Hocevar is going to get by him. Brendan Queen's going to get through. Well, chances of Ben Rhodes winning seems to be gone. That's a shame. He had climbed up to 3rd and had a tire advantage.
Oh no. Anyway.
very loose through 3 and 4. Daniel Hemrick's going to try to get by him here.
Ben
but meanwhile,
Rhodes has said his truck keeps shutting off.
oh, that would do it. At the front, Chandler Smith, going to be a big points night for him if he can just keep it between the barriers. He would, of course, like to get up there and take this win away from Christopher Bell, but JT, that seems a bit unlikely. Bell has a 6 truck length lead, and as they cross the line, there's only 13 laps to go.
Indeed, gap is just over 9/10 of a second. Giovanni Vigiro is up in third, by the way, with Sutton up in 6th, as you mentioned a little bit earlier on with those issues for the 99.
Christopher Bell keeping it clean, no lap traffic directly in front of him. Now, well, actually, yes, there is. Spencer Boyd again, who he had to barge out of the way on the last run. 11 laps to go. He will have to negotiate some lap traffic here before the finish. He'll have to be circumspect to not get held up by any of it, because we remember last time when he got caught up behind Boyd for just a small amount of time, his lead on Eckes really disappeared quickly. 10 laps to go in Thunder Valley. Bell from Smith by 0.8 of a second. It's then 2 seconds plus back to Gio Ruggiero. As Bell has one truck get out of his way, yields to driver's left at the start-finish line, so Bell gets through that truck very quickly. That's Cole Butcher in the 13, but now I will say Smith did take 0.2 out of him, and look, now Bell's been held up a little bit more. Is that Lane Riggs perhaps? Oh, Bell nearly squeezed into the wall off of turn 4. That is Lane Riggs, and Bell moves him out of the way off of turn 2, but it's allowed Chandler Smith to close in with coming to 7 laps to go.
Well, could it be a 4th consecutive win at Bristol for Front Row Motorsport?
Yeah, Lane won here last year in the fall. Then Chandler was the winner here last spring. And then the fall race in 24 was Lane Riggs. But Smith closed in very quickly, maybe to try to help his teammate. Who knows? But now Bell has been able to just inch away a little bit. 3 truck lengths the gap as they head back into turn 3. Bell will hug that bottom. Smith does as well. 5 laps to go.
I think Bell should be good.
Yeah, not a lot of traffic in front of him anymore. It looks like he's maneuvered really the one wave that he's going to have to get through in this run. I don't think he's going to catch the second patch of traffic here. Final 4 laps here in Bristol.
Thought it'd be a big win for Halmar Friesen Racing too.
Yeah,
Their
it really
first
was.
win as a team since Stuart Friesen's horrific injury last year.
Of course, just before that injury, Stewart did win in Michigan last year to get playoff eligible, but then, of course, missed the rest of the season after that injury suffered up in that terrible, terrible crash. As Christopher Bell comes off turn 4 and crosses the line, he's got 2 laps to go. That's 1 mile, less than 30 seconds. His lead on Chandler Smith, you wouldn't call it comfortable, but it is about 3, maybe 4 truck lengths. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the next lap truck ahead of him, but he's well ahead of Bell, who takes the white flag and starts the final lap at Bristol. Chandler Smith trying to get to him. He's 2 truck lengths back, but Bell is on the backstretch. Into turn 3 he comes, and Christopher comes off turn 4 and answers the bell at Bristol. Christopher Bell wins for Halmar Friesen in the Craftsman Truck Series in Thunder Valley.
Ram top 10. Queen did it.
Yeah, Brendan Queen finishes top 10. It's Bell the winner, his first Truck Series win in 9 years. Scores the victory here in Bristol, Tennessee over Chandler Smith, Gio Ruggiero, Ross Chastain, and Christian Eckes. But it's Christopher Bell who wins the Tennessee Army National Guard 250.
Can't be unhappy there. Well done, that Halmar Friesen Racing team. Great result for them. The first win for their 62 truck as well.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy Villeneuve, the crew chief.
big shout out as well to Dawson Sutton. Brilliant P7 there for him.
Carrying the
And
colors
a
of
solid
Tennessee
result for
Falls.
that Ram team as well. There's the 62. Christopher, burn it down.
On a night where a record 7 Cup Series drivers were entered into a Craftsman Truck Series race, it is the driver that won the most recent time at Bristol in the Cup Series, Christopher Bell, who picks up the victory. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Cup guys running in O'Reilly or trucks, and listen, I'll raise my hand on that, but I will say, when they come down to the lower series like this, I really like it when they do it for a team like this. Does this change Christopher Bell's life winning a truck race at Bristol? No. But Jack, as you just mentioned, this is a big deal for this organization to get a win for their 62 truck.
Not only that, a big deal for Stuart Friesen, seeing that team get back to victory lane after, of course, he got ruled out last season. It's such a brilliant thing to see that team back in victory lane. And also, I will say, it's not like the Cup drivers stunk up the field today either. I think a lot of the truck guys were able to contend with them quite nicely.
No, you're right about that.
I like that, at the very least. Yeah, well done, Christopher. Solid win. Two consecutive Bristol wins, technically.
And Caitlin Vincey on the track has the winner's interview.
Oh, man, that was just so awesome to be able to win a truck race. Man, it's been, since 2017 since I've won one of these things. So it's a lot of fun racing with this group, this HFR group. I got the unfortunate call last year to drive for Stewart whenever he got hurt, and we went out to Watkins Glen and almost got it. And they've been working really hard to get to victory lane. And whenever Stewart and Jimmy called me about this opportunity to try and run some races this year, I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. So just so special for me to be able to race with these guys. And these wins mean a lot to this team and this organization. So can't say thank you enough to Stuart Friesen, Jimmy over there at HFR, Mr. Larson. Thank you for the opportunity. Glad we got his logo in victory lane there. So yeah, I love this racetrack. Love you, fans. You guys got to see some demo racing there for a little bit. So I'm sure you guys love that.
How rewarding is it for you? You mentioned this organization. They've been through a lot. Stewart has been through a lot. It's a small run team. And for you to do this here at Bristol, a very tough racetrack.
Yeah, it's just, man, it's such an awesome racetrack. I always tell everybody this is my favorite place to go because it's so fast, but yet it's a half-mile in length. You got that short track racing with intermediate speeds. So I love this racetrack and can't wait for Sunday.
Congratulations. Enjoy this one. Christopher Bell here, a winner at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Wasn't just me who thought it was a little bit of a demolition derby. Let's go down Josh Sims.
At the end to track down C-Bell.
Maybe if I had 10 more laps. We struggled all day on our initial fire-off speed for 15 to 20 laps. Just couldn't really, I don't know. My truck just got so much better the longer I ran. I would fire off with the least amount of grip, and which is so backwards. I'd fire off with the least amount of grip and end with the most grip that I was looking for at the start of the run. But nevertheless, just wasn't in the Lord's will for tonight, and grateful for the opportunity to come out here with this number 38 Quick Type Products Ford F-150 group. And what a good group of men and women that we have at Front Row Motorsports. I'm very grateful for Bob Jenkins. He's here tonight. And hopefully, we came up one spot short, but hopefully we made our boss proud still.
I think your boss will be pretty proud because you get the 50K for the Triple Truck Challenge and a good points day for you as well.
Wait, I didn't know that. No way. We get the 50K?
You do.
Wow. Yeah, that's that's good right there for sure. I wasn't expecting that.
Runner-up finish for Chandler Smith.
That was a face of a man who did not realize that he had 50K in his pocket. Right. It is 8 minutes past 3 over here in the UK, so let's wrap it up. But first, Matthew Owens, the point standings.
Well, we said it was going to be a big night for Chandler Smith with all the issues ahead from Riggs and Honeycutt and Heim, if you want to include him. So Smith goes to the championship lead by 1 single point over Honeycutt. Lane Riggs in third, 4 points back. Eckes makes a jump from 7th to 4th with his big points night. Gio Ruggiero in 5th. top 10 in the Truck Series Championship goes to the Chase. Justin Haley and Stuart Friesen just inside that Chase cutoff in 9th and 10th.
Thank you, Matthew. What a great race. We will go final thoughts, starting with Jack.
The main thing I'm happy about is I'm very, very happy to see that number 62 team back in victory lane. You saw Stuart Friesen there in victory lane. Very happy to see them back in victory lane. I know people want Old Bristol back, but to me, that felt like Old Bristol. That was a demo derby. That's what a lot of people liked about Old Bristol. I do say, though, get rid of the PJ1. Like, straight up. Just get rid of it, please. Because I don't like it. But hey.
That's probably what's making it like Old Bristol, though.
Yeah, but people want Old Bristol and then complain about the PJ1.
Well, indeed. Well, you know good and well NASCAR fans don't know what the hell they want.
No, but overall I thought it was a pretty fun race, to be honest. Congrats, Christopher. Career win number 8, his first win since his win at Christopher Bell Motor Speedway in 2017. New Hampshire, by the way.
Yes.
Matthew, final thoughts?
Yeah, I enjoyed the race. It did have that old school Bristol feel to it, where bottom dominant, so you felt the need to. The only way to get by guys at times was to knock them up off the bottom, but we did see some upper grooves get worked in as the race went on. Hopefully we'll get more of the same 250 lap race tonight. It's 250 tomorrow for the Grand National Series. Of course, doubled that on Sunday for the Cup Series. So we'll see across 500 laps on Sunday if the bottom remains the dominant lane, or if by the time we get to lap, 200, 250, 300, and so on, if the top will start to be dominant. But as far as tonight, it was a good race, and no $500,000 for Corey Heim, who did well in that interview, didn't he? After what happened on track with him and Eckes.
He could have said a lot worse.
Yes.
Definitely. We leave with the news that the Artemis 2 astronauts are on the ship and are walking over to go through the checks. And, fun fact, Matthew, the ISS could see the Artemis re-entry.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, is that Artemis?
There are photos of it. I will send it in the group. Anyway, we say goodbye where Christopher Bell wins at Bristol. Join us tomorrow, same time, for the O'Reilly Auto Parts series, where it is myself and JB on the call. No Jack, but am I correct in saying you will be back for Cup on Sunday?
I intend to be.
Awesome.
It depends if I can put up with Tottenham playing or not.
Anyway.
Which is becoming increasingly difficult.
Thank you to all 5,841 for watching. We say goodbye from Bristol, where Christopher Bell is your winner of the Tennessee Army National Guard 250. Bye-bye.